calling you Eric now these days? Anyone?
Nobody. I never. See, that's the funny thing. It's like you guys have portrayed it that I wanted to be called that, which I never did. By you
Nobody
guys,
wants to be called the name they changed their name to.
Why did you change your name if you didn't want to be called Eric?
It was for personal reasons. Well, you never do anything for personal reasons.
No. I know that, but what good is it if everyone's still calling you Fred?
Because that's what everybody's used to. What am I going to do?
But why change your name?
It's like somebody gets a bad haircut in this place, and it's like, everybody calls attention to it. If I change my name, my God, it would never
you
stop.
changed your name legally to Eric.
Correct.
And yet no one calls you Eric. Usually people who do that, their name, like everyone called you Eric anyway, so they figured, well, legally I'll change it to Eric. No one calls you Eric. Your wife doesn't call you Eric.
No, she doesn't.
You don't call you Eric. Your kid doesn't call you Eric. There's no one here. Robin and I don't call you.
Does the kid know your name is Eric?
I don't know, Robin. I'll have to ask her.
You know what? I'm going to call you Eric. I'm going to be the one guy. I want to be.
He's the one guy in here that's got a decent heart.
I'm going to call him Eric.
It's like a man having a sex change operation and continuing to live as a man.
Yeah.
Like he's got the vagina and everything, and now he won't put the dress on.
Right. Why'd you go to all the trouble?
It's not quite that drastic.
It's a
funny thought, but not quite that
drastic. No, it's
drastic.
crazy to change. You go to legally change your name to Eric, and then no one calls you Eric.
Well, I also legally changed my last name, so I
Well, that's different because
one.
everybody uses that last name. In other words, Norris is a name we all say, Fred Norris. So of course he changed it legally. That I understand. No one's going to argue that.
Well, as long as I was doing it, I figured I'd do both.
But no one calls you Eric.
And nor do I insist.
What, Norris is not the name you grew up with, Fred?
No, it is not.
I never knew that. Wow.
See, there you go. You learn something new every day.
Never knew that.
Norris was the name of his stepfather, who was a good guy to him. His real father wasn't.
Now I get it. All right.
I was hoping.
But do you get the Eric part?
Not really, no, but I don't know if I want to delve into it. I mean, Fred obviously had some family issues that,
I had a ton of family issues.
I mean, that are kind of dark, and it's his own thing he's got going on there.
But nobody uses the name.
Well, it's one of those changes you make in life where you still give people an option. Like, if you change your phone number, they have to learn the new phone number.
Do you understand something? If your name, let's say Fred Norris is the name that he has.
Right.
Okay. What if he went in and changed his name to Fred Cohen? And he says, I'm not going to tell anybody, but I'm Fred Norris.
I'd say that's a little extreme.
You would? Then why would you change your name to Eric if nobody uses it?
Because it felt good.
No. But then why would you change your name to Fred Weinstein?
It felt good to me to do that.
It makes me feel sad that he wanted to abandon that life so bad and just start something so completely new and different.
Well, listen, he had a tough time with his real father. I understand the Norris thing. He took on the name Norris. He always liked that better.
So why not say, now I'm Eric?
What is the significance of
I think I actually might start using Eric so I can get away from Robin.
So
and that
Eric,
fucking voice.
So Eric is the guy that gets away from Robin, and Fred is the one that has to be with him.
Eric's the lucky one. He doesn't have to listen to that shit.
So Eric is your lucky persona, and Fred's
That's my lucky persona.
All right.
Eric is hearing none of this right now?
Eric is hearing none of this crap.
Eric's away from here.
Eric's on an island in Anguilla.
Eric is a million miles away from this fucking
Eric's getting blown by some island chick in Anguilla.
Exactly. And I'm resting a scotch on her head.
Yeah, nice.
Oh, my goodness.
Fred will go up on a stage in New Orleans doing the dance. Jazz.
Nah, I'm not a dancer, sorry.
But your wife Allison calls you Fred, not Eric.
That would be correct.
Right.
But you don't even
She wasn't in on this, so.
Right. Did you tell her you changed it to Eric when you were doing it? And what did she think of that? That no one calls you Eric and you were changing your name to Eric?
I don't think I put it to her that way.
Right.
What'd you say to her?
I think I put it to her my own way, which was not your way, which is not as funny.
What did you say?
What did you say?
No, I said here's the deal. I've always hated the name Fred. And and my mother was going to name me Eric, and for some reason, my father, my biological father, said no, you can't name him Eric because it was the name of an old boyfriend of hers. And I said, well, I don't have the father, so fuck him. I'm going to take the name.
So it's really a hostile thing towards your real father.
Basically, yeah.
Right. I was going to ask what the significance of Eric was, and now I know.
That's pretty much it.
Oh, man.
Then I would actually definitely want to use it.
Right.
Well, how's he going to do that?
Yeah, I'm going to do that with somebody like you around.
He'd have to wear a big shirt that says, call me Eric.
Yes.
Right.
But I mean, by now we would have been
everybody laughed
Eric.
at Prince with his little signal, his insignia thing, so there's no way that they were going to change that.
What is your...
No matter how he felt.
Do you have a middle name?
My middle name, it would be Eric, yeah.
Oh, your middle name is Eric?
Yeah.
Fred Eric. No,
Is that
well,
what it says on
whatever.
that legal form, Fred Eric?
What, is this a court? I have to present legal documents
No,
for
no,
you?
no, no. What was your middle name when you were born?
My middle name when I was born. Now, that's another reason I dropped it. This is just bullshit, but I'll tell you anyways. My godmother, who was the one who stole my father from my mother, gave me the name Leo.
Leo. Oh, yeah, you hate that.
So
Fred
there you go.
Leo.
So
That's the worst
He
name.
stuck me with two shitty fucking names, the last name and the middle name.
Did you drop the Leo now? Now you're
Oh,
Eric Fred.
It's beyond.
Are you Eric Fred Norris now legally?
It's whatever you want it to be today.
What does it say now in your legal papers? Eric Norris? There's no middle name? Or is it Eric Leo Norris?
Eric, go fuck yourself, Dad Norris.
Try that.
What is your full legal name? That's all I'm asking.
Fred Eric Norris.
Fred Eric Norris.
So your
How's that for
name
you?
isn't Eric, it's Fred.
You are Fred.
Oh, please.
No, I mean, honestly, I don't know. Are you Fred
It's a
Eric?
slow morning, right?
Or are you Eric Fred?
What, no phony phone calls over the weekend?
I've got tons, but I got to get to the bottom of this. Just tell me your real legal name. Is it Eric Fred or Fred Eric?
Yes.
Tell me which.
Whatever you want, man.
Come on, Fred, we're trying to find out.
Honestly,
yeah, right.
just want to know your legal name.
He just said Fred Eric.
You want to
right?
find
No,
out.
it's not. He
Oh,
changed
give
it
me
to
a break.
Eric.
But then he just said Fred Eric is his legal name.
I don't think so, though.
Fred, what is the big deal? You won't tell us your legal name?
That is my legal name.
What?
What do you want from
Just
me?
give me your legal name.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Fuck you is your legal
That's my
name.
legal name.
Fuck you, Norris.
No, are you Eric
It
Fred
really is,
or
actually.
Fred Eric? Are you Fred Eric or Eric Fred?
I'm not talking about it anymore.
Why? How have I offended you?
You're not offending me.
Then why would you answer?
Because you're just annoying me now.
No, why can't you be answering me? Are you Fred
You know what's
Eric
great? It's like,
or
you know,
Eric
Robin,
Fred?
what'd you do this weekend? You know, Artie, what'd you do this weekend? Okay, and let's spend the next half hour.
No,
Fuck with
you
Fred.
I smell a recount on the greatest moment ever next week.
Fred, what makes this funny is that
Yeah.
you won't answer. I mean, like, what's your legal name? Eric Fred or Fred Eric?
It's Fred Eric Norris.
Now we're done.
Okay.
That's it. Don't
Thank
hold
you.
out. Fred Eric Norris.
I didn't know Fred was
Because I know
anywhere
because
on the
anytime I
paper.
offer any information, then it goes on for like another half an hour, and then another half an hour, and then another half
Oh,
an hour.
stop it.
Stop what? You're the one who started.
Why would he make his middle name Eric? I thought he
I don't
changed it to
know.
Eric.
That's what, didn't we hear my new name, my legal name is Eric Norris?
Yes.
You didn't hear it from me.
Yes, you did. You
It
said
came-
on the air. I have a
like,
tape.
It came from Blababooey.
Blabberboy.
Blabberboy.
You mean McKine?
Mackay.
No, I was working on dates from the clips from the Artie date, which is a riot. But I just sat down at my desk and I heard blah blah bluey or something. So what did I do, Freddie?
Nothing.
Oh, what'd you do? Nothing.
Mark, you're on the air.
Just
You
being
stabbed
man.
him in the back.
You're just being you.
Yeah,
It's
Fred
what
also
you
did,
do.
I'm sorry, I don't want to.
I have more if you want, Fred.
Some of my favorite
More
bizarre
what?
Fred stuff is.
What's with you, dude?
Wait, what? What'd you say, Fred?
I said, what's with Gary?
No,
What'd you do?
I was trying to say I heard him goofing on me and I wasn't sure what I would.
No,
what
you
it-
said you were the original one who got into
I
this.
said one little thing and he gets in.
No,
he
Fred, I
gets
just was trying to
bristly.
figure out what happened. Calm down.
Am I right?
No, you're wrong.
No, all right. Well,
I
Benji's looking at me with that silly, sweaty look. So
No, you called him blah blah bluey.
you goofed on me and I'm just trying to figure out why. That's
no, I
all.
said, maybe it was a blabber,
Blabby.
Blabbermouth.
which is what he
Blabbermouth.
is. That's his job, and that's what he does, and he does it well.
Or
See,
blah, blah,
see, that's
booey.
pain-
Why were you the one who figured out that Eric was his new name?
I don't remember that, but
Oh,
it's
yes.
very possible.
And
How did we
very-
figure it out?
Very possible. Yeah, I think you were looking through the logs or something like that.
The logs.
Oh, you signed your name Eric?
The logs, or it was either the logs or like an FCC license or something like that.
I don't remember that. But Fred, if you looked and you saw Artie had some papers and it said, James Lange, you wouldn't think that was odd?
I figured that's his business.
Oh, my
What show do you work on?
Oh, my goodness.
But that's how Gary justifies.
What is it?
you know,
What,
when he- when he- when
you
he-
justify by writing crazy questions and stuff.
But
I mean,
that's creative, dude. That's what I do.
well, I'm not
So
as
then
creative.
that's what you do.
I'm not as creative as
But
you.
I give you credit for that. I said that's what you do.
Let's listen to what
That's
Mark.
how you excel.
Let's hear what Mark says.
Well,
This is great. 20 after 6 of a brand new week, and Fred's already on the ropes. And if he never changed his name to Eric, like he just said, then how did Gary see it on some legal
I know. How
so
did?
he was saying, he was signing
Because it was
things
all
Eric
there.
Norris.
Yeah, exactly.
Where were you signing things, Eric Norris? Honestly. Oh, you
Probably-
have to you
probably
assigned
on
the
the
log,
log,
and you decided to try out your new name on the log.
Got to use it somewhere.
Oh, because with the FCC, you want to make sure your legal name is
Oh,
on
there
there.
you go.
Doesn't he think if the FCC started looking through logs and one day they saw Fred Norris and then all of a sudden it became Eric Norris, even
Yeah.
the FCC would have to question that.
But his legal name is Fred Norris. He
I
says he's
know.
Fred Eric. So why did he sign he signed it Eric Norris? Why would he do that?
I don't believe this Fred Eric thing for a second.
I don't either.
Jets stun Pats out close Belichick. Cavaliers at Knicks 7:30 p.m. in MSG. Okay.
Don't get me started on the Giant game. I'll start crying. I'll change the subject right
Fred,
now.
why did you sign the log Eric?
Katie kissed off by Lauer.
Why did he sign the log Eric
I don't know.
if his new name was Fred?
And he's
Jet,
never
show him who's the boss.
never said that anybody should call him Eric, and yet he was signing the log.
Hold it. Fred is on. Thanks, Mark. Fred's on the phone. Hi, Fred. That's Fred's sound effects machine is on the phone. I'm sorry.
Oh my God.
𝗛𝗄𝗿𝗱𝗮, a sorely needed bout.
Fred's sound effects machine. Is there anything else you want to say to Fred? Hello? All right.
That's stuck.
I'm trying to see if Howard still has the tweaking he had in him during the Rainbow Room episode.
Knock yourself out.
Your sound effects machine is on the phone. Fred. All right, thank you. Thank you, sound effects machine. All right.
I think it's a kind of a one-note sound effect machine.
Yeah.
I think Fred's reaction to this is guaranteed. We'll have to bring this up again.
Oh, God. I'm not. You
Oh, like I would expect it would ever change.
I'm confused.
I am too.
Honestly, I don't even mean to make a joke out of it. I respect you. I don't. It's what's funny is your reaction. Your reaction is so funny. In other words, I don't understand why you didn't change your name to Eric. Why Fred Eric? And then when you signed the FCC logs, you
Why'd you
switched
sign
to
him
Eric.
Eric? If Eric is your middle
Well, that's
name.
the mysteries of life.
Hey, you can't do that. I have to contact the FCC.
Feel free.
I think they're going to have a problem.
So
with
what does he sign the logs now?
it. F. Eric.
Does he?
I don't know. There's no logs. We're on satellite.
Yeah, you don't really have to
Oh,
sign 'em.
what did he sign them before? Did he ever switch back to Fred Norris, or
No.
was it always Eric on the
Eric.
log?
Eric Norris Wong. He took on a Chinese.
The Chinese name.
Norris became his middle name. That's the next name change. All right, Fred. Well, you continue to be a mystery.
Oh, okay.
You really do. Yes, Sam.
Congrats. Yeah, congratulations, Artie, on your Carnegie Hall appearance. How did it go?
It was good. It was fun. It went very well. It was a good time.
I was there. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It was wonderful. Congratulations, Artie.
Thank you.
I didn't get it. I don't know how to contact you. I would have called you.
Thank you. Yeah.
But
You-
I thought it was wonderful.
Oh, thanks.
We had a good time. There were 4 comics there. They all did very well. It was a fun night. I was very happy for you. And then Artie brought out Dana at the
I
end.
missed that part because
You left?
I got out of there a little early and I forgot that you said there was going to be a special guest. And I thought, oh,
He
crap.
trots Dana, his girlfriend, out and has the whole place sing happy birthday.
Yeah, how
to
did
her.
she look?
She looked fine. I
Yeah?
trotted out at that point because I had to get out the door, but I didn't see you there, Rob.
I was on the other side of the theater. They never sit us together in an Artie event.
I know.
I thought maybe.
Artie's jealous of
I
everything.
thought maybe that would give you guys too a chance to bolt out of there. You know.
Yeah.
Because you know.
Thank you.
You knew it was definitely the end. I'm sure it was a little bit of a pain. But it was very nice. I
Did
appreciate.
that win her over? Did you have sex that night?
I got
or-
laid. Yeah.
You did get laid.
At the Ritz-Carlton.
No
Wow.
kidding.
At the Ritz-Carlton. Congratulations, Artie.
You got
It was-
laid by Dana.
Yeah.
I hope.
We don't know.
No, I fucked Greg Fitzsimmons. It was a big night for me, and I was very happy you guys were all there. It really was. It hit me like a ton of bricks. At the sound check, I went out on the empty stage and looked. It was like fucking. It was
one question.
unbelievable. Yeah.
Hey, Art, how come you didn't invite Andrew Dice to perform with you? Don't want to get booed off the stage again, or what?
Yeah.
Me and 𝗦𝗫𝗄𝗿𝗍, that might be a little too much, you know.
All right, let's go over to Billy. Billy in Boston, you're on the air.
Hey, Howard. This is Billy from Boston. Listen to you guys. You guys are great over on satellite.
Thanks, man.
Howard TV is great. I just want to tell you, I was at the Artie show at Carnegie Hall, and 𝗲𝗍 and his buddy sat right in front of us. He is the biggest pain in the ass in the world.
What was he doing?
Yeah, I looked over. I saw
up yelling, going, Artie, whistling, and
I saw 𝗲𝗍 at one point standing up, yell. You know, he's one of those yellers that and it's during a comedy show, and he's wearing a big jacket that says 𝗲𝗍 on it.
Oh, 𝗲𝗍 with his number on the back.
Yeah.
I thought my buddy was gonna punch him. I said, oh, geez,
And he's like
that's
right up in front on the second row, so he can interact with Artie and the gang on the stage.
Really? Wow.
He thought he was part of the show, yelling and everything.
Yeah.
It was unbelievable. But Artie, you were great over there.
Thank you, man. I appreciate you coming from Boston.
All right, thank you. Jay Boogie, you're on the air.
Hey now.
Hey now.
I want to hear about, you know, how they did, you know, like what happened after, like how romantic was it? Did you two have dinner in the hotel room?
Well, there was an after party at Caroline's, which all you guys should have known about. I'm sorry.
I knew about it. I went home to bed, though.
I didn't know about it.
It was like, it was pretty crowded. It wouldn't have, I only stayed for like a half an hour, but Howie Mandel, who also performed that night as part of the New York Comedy Festival at Town Hall, he came.
Oh.
So you know, my mother and sister went, so we went over, me and Dana went there, we had some drinks, and then I had a room at the Ritz, so I had to take a bunch of pictures that I promised Caroline I would do, and after that we took a cab to the hotel, and it was romantic. Yeah, I had a nice suite there overlooking the park, and you know.
How did you take her?
You know, I said, look, come on, hey, how about the entire Carnegie Hall saying
Artie got totally
How
nude.
about a little something? I did not get totally nude.
So whatever happened with Stephanie?
Yeah, what happened?
Well, I had a
Was
big,
there any date?
I had a big weekend. I figured since she was out of town, you know, I don't want to leave her hanging, so I figured we'd do the date.
Yeah, we set Artie up on a dating game date, and the girl was just so cute. And from what I hear, you guys had your date set up for Friday night, right?
It was up in the air, but she told me, listen, I have to leave Sunday morning to go back to St. Louis.
Right.
And
from what I hear, this chick was way into Artie. They went out on the date Friday night, and did you fuck her too?
No.
Oh, man.
What's wrong
What
with
am
you?
I, some sort of... What's wrong
You're
with
a
me?
stud is what you
I don't
are.
believe he's with Dana, by
Kind
the
of
way.
a slob,
You
am I?
don't?
Nope. Don't believe it for a minute.
Why not?
That's all fake.
Because I don't believe it.
Why would I go...
It's a ruse.
A ruse? What the fuck am I doing
Trying
that
to
for?
fool.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't buy it.
Well, I don't know what you're talking about, but I mean, why would I go through the trouble?
I don't buy Fred's first name. I don't buy you and Dana as a
You're gonna have
couple.
to buy them both.
I don't know what's going on with Artie because this or that. I'm not. I'm
What
not
are you
privy.
saying? He's gay?
No, I'm saying
needs to
no.
come
He's
clean.
nothing. He's nothing gay. About
I don't
it.
understand what you're talking
Because
about.
that's the only reason you would fake having a girlfriend.
I don't believe that him and Dana are together as a couple.
Why do you... Why
I
do
just
you
don't
think
get the
that?
vibe. I just can tell.
What do you mean? I
It's
don't
not
understand.
happening. It's not happening.
Look, afterwards, John Hine went on
They might have-
Pharrell's show.
Right.
And he said that he thought Dana and Artie were going to make it through the
No.
long haul. They were
No
going to
way.
get through this, and they were it forever.
No way.
Yeah. Well...
No effing way.
Well, I want to know what you're basing this theory on.
All right. Here's my theory. My theory is
I can't wait for this.
that Artie and Dana went through hell together. Through thick and thin.
You mean the age?
I'm talking about heroin,
Yes.
okay? She saw him at his worst. Now, again, I don't know. This is my speculation. Artie hates when I speculate, so maybe I should just keep my mouth shut.
No, go on. Don't listen, Artie.
But, do you want to hear this or not?
I'm
And I don't
listening.
want anyone to be insulted, but I'm just telling you my theory.
Okay, there's an insult coming.
They went through the heroin thing together, and a couple, to survive that, did she know you were on heroin when you were on it?
No.
Okay. So,
Wow, that's good, Artie.
that's what I'm saying. So she's got to feel like, how do I know this guy?
Ah.
How do I know him?
Right.
This is my guess.
How did you keep it from her? That's amazing.
And I'm saying, yes, they might fuck here and there. But I don't see how Artie's going to win back her trust. Now, he's got this new broad that I set him up with.
There's no new broad that I...
Excuse me.
I don't have a new broad.
I set him up with a girl who's a doll.
It's a radio contest.
They got a clean slate there.
You can start from ground zero, nothing on the blackboard
They call that tabula rasa.
Ground zero.
Whatever.
Ground zero is a good term for me in dating, by the way.
Tabula rasa. All right?
Yeah.
And this is my feeling that this relationship between Artie and Dana...
Huh?
I don't want it. I mean, Artie's in love with her and everything, and I love Dana. I'm not saying anything disparaging here. I'm just saying I don't see how this relationship is going to survive. I gave the guy a brand new broad who's clean as a whistle. You know what I'm saying?
And in love with him.
Looking at him with goo-goo eyes.
Clean
and
as a whistle.
Yeah, she's 23. How dirty could she be?
Only had 2 guys or something,
Yeah, something
as far
like
as
that.
I remember.
Chick is A, presentable. She dresses well. B,
presentable.
Sweet.
You can take her to your mother.
Yeah,
C,
well, so what the fuck? What is Dana? Fucking...
No, but you got
Courtney
baggage.
Love?
Too
You
much
got
baggage.
baggage. I'm not saying Dana's Courtney Love.
What
Dana's
about
a great
What
girl.
about the
You
ba-
fucked it up.
She knows the baggage I have, this new chick.
She didn't go through it with her. You, as
She
far as
didn't see you.
she didn't see you every day while you were on heroin.
To give her 2 weeks.
I'm
mean,
just
what
telling you,
happened?
you got a rough road ahead of you with this Dana because she's always going to have in the back of her mind, hey, Artie was on the big H.
Whatever.
And anytime you do
You got a rough
anything
road,
weird,
that's
she's going to be
all.
looking at you like, is that a sign?
Okay.
That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying it ain't going to work. But
Yeah, I don't know. Look, I don't know either if it's going to work or not. I'm just saying right now, you know, stuff is all right.
You get banged occasionally, then you guys get into it, then you're on the phone again yelling at each other and arguing. Yeah, I don't know if you need this aggravation. But you're in love. I understand.
Well, I don't know what are you giving me advice through all this bullshit? Or
no, I'm not saying anything. Because I've pulled guys aside a couple of times in my life and given them advice.
Yeah.
They never listen.
They never listen, and they hate me for it. So I'm keeping my big, fat fucking mouth shut.
Let me ask you
it's
something.
too late
then.
for that.
What do you mean too late? I didn't say anything.
Oh, you hating him already?
No, I'm just saying, with your big mouth shut.
I'm always right, though.
Howard, how do you sit there and say,
right.
how do you throw your hands up in the air and go, I didn't say anything? You
I
said
didn't say
everything.
anything. What did I say?
Everything.
Am I wrong? Are you having a hard time? You guys, you still haven't worked it all out. Am I right or wrong?
Well, I mean, it's not what it was when we first got together. But I
Thank
mean,
you.
well,
Thank you.
it's way better, 1,000,000% better than it was 4 months ago.
Look, it's hard to recover from something like this. I ain't saying it's impossible, but it's always going to be. Then she's going to throw it up in his face all the time. You know, it's like when you're screwing a girl in
Well, how do you know?
ass.
But how do you know? See, all you know is what I talk about here. How do you know there's stuff I can't throw up in her face? How do you know it's not an equal give and take?
Isn't it? That
She's
you
got the
know
big.
I'm just saying.
She's
I'm
got
just
the
saying
big
that,
age. But what
there's-
good is that if you're throwing shit in her
Yeah.
face and she's throwing shit in your face?
I'm just saying it might stop her from throwing any shit, and then there's no shit at all. Then we just live like a
Nah,
regular
you're
married
saying-
couple.
You're
If it
saying
was
there's
shit,
something.
throw it.
You're saying there's something I don't know about that you could
I'm
throw
just
in
saying,
her
of course,
face.
you don't know anything about the full relationship other than what I say on the air. I mean,
So you're telling me, in your own Artie speak, there's a few things here in the history of Artie and Dana that you could
She's
throw in
not
her
been
face.
an
She's not
angel.
been an angel.
nothing on the level of heroin.
Right.
Well, what is?
What? What the hell could she
You
have
got
done?
nothing
You
on
know,
her.
sometimes she doesn't listen, Rob.
What,
But,
you smoke some weed? I mean, come on. What are we going to talk about?
What is she doing? Angel dust?
Yeah.
What the hell could it
No
be?
drugs, unfortunately.
Now, if you're telling me she cheated on you,
That's not true.
that's a different story.
Neither one of us, to the best of our knowledge, has cheated. So, you know, that's
That's
what...
not. What do you have to throw? You got wiffle balls to her baseballs. It sounds like.
You got wiffle balls.
Well, I mean, look, if I dated Ma Barker, she'd have shit on me. I haven't had the
Listen,
most
I'm
pristine
just
life.
saying.
I'm saying, what's the difference between within a month, this new chick or any new chick would have a bunch of shit to throw anyway? I'm not. It's not like it's still me. They're dating me and not a new person. The
You got
ammunition this
clean
other broad's
slate.
gonna
Well, you
have
know
is
what?
gonna
Tableau
pile up
Rosa.
in a minute.
Tableau Rosa.
What the fuck, tableau rosa is?
You know what I mean? Blank slate.
You know what it is? The new chick the new chick knows all of your faults, but hasn't lived through any of them. So you're starting at a better place.
Yeah.
But she lived through them within 4 months.
This one's coming into the heroin. She already knows.
Oh, what are you going to do in 4 months? You got something planned?
God only knows.
Old Dana knows the heroin.
I'm done making promises
the new
to
Dana
myself and anybody else.
Old Dana knows the heroin. The new Dana, but old Dana didn't know the heroin. This new Dana
she
does.
Knows. This new the new person knows everything.
Right.
She listens to the show. She knows about
But
everything.
she still sees you as, you know, Artie.
The old Dana met me, and
Not
I
a
did.
mess.
The first night I met her, I did 53 shots of tequila.
That's what we're talking about. She can't get over that.
I mean, I don't know.
Listen, man, you do what you got to do. I just set you up with a little doll, but Dana's a doll too. I'm just saying. I hope you know what you're doing.
Do you want to hear?
I think you're an evil man.
No.
Do you want to hear clips from the date, Howard?
Yeah, I want to know what happened on the date.
What was she wearing? This broad?
It wasn't. It was a very. We had a very nice time, but it wasn't. It was
How'd
very
she look?
uneventful.
How'd she look, Artie? Give me the bottom line.
You know, it's funny. She looked like she's from Iowa. I didn't realize she grew up in Iowa, and she moved to St. Louis because it was.
Look at her! Look at that picture.
Wow.
Oh, is she cute?
Wow.
You're fucking nuts.
She moved to. I mean, see what you're saying is such an insult to Dana. Like,
No,
right
it's
there.
not. You guys don't get along.
You're
not-
fucking nuts.
I'm looking for you. It's not an insult
Stop
to Dana.
looking for me because you're aggravating the shit out of me.
No, listen to me, Artie. Artie, look at me. I swear I don't mean any offense. You guys you're telling me every day you come in here, you guys are fighting on the fucking phone.
I'll guarantee you one thing, Artie.
Yeah.
That a picture of you and Dana wouldn't look like that.
Yes, it would.
Dana would have this worried look.
I have 5 of them from the other night. Where
Show
that
me,
look
I'll
just
show
as
you.
good.
She doesn't
smiling?
look
Just as good.
As innocent and hopeful as that.
And I'm telling you, it's me. It's not the woman, it's me. Within months, this broad will have a bunch of shit she'll complain about too.
So you should never.
Broads do is complain
you're
about
very
shit.
So you should never go out with any girl again.
You're very
Maybe you're right,
You're
guy.
very negative about yourself. I don't like to hear this. You just came off a big night at Carnegie Hall. Now you're back in the
I was going to
slums.
say, how could Artie be negative?
I'd love to marry Carnegie Hall.
What are you
Fucking
eating?
Stay there. Cookies.
That's what he's eating.
You know what's funny about that picture,
famous
Howard?
Amos, number
Marry
146.
famous Amos.
You know what's funny about that picture?
I don't do interracial.
You know how people send us photoshops of Artie? When Artie was 260, that was the Photoshop picture that they sent. You know what I mean?
I'll be quiet. Leave Artie alone.
Not my kind.
All right, so
Well, so let me tell you about the date.
Well, first of all, like I said, she's from Iowa, and she moved to St. Louis. She really is she's a sweetheart. She's wonderful.
Nice girl.
But she bought this new dress for the date, which is a very conservative dress, and she really looked cute. You know, I mean, she looked like that's like she looks like a chick
nice.
unaffected by New York, and I bought her a new dress for the date, and it was funny. Like during the date, I mentioned I drove her home with Isaac and the crew in the back seat, and we were behind a garbage truck, and she said, she wanted to like jokingly yell at the guy to move, and I said, don't do that because of the mob. And she goes, what are you talking about? She didn't know the garbage is run by the mob. I thought that was the cutest thing ever. She goes, the mob runs garbage?
See,
I'm like,
but
yeah.
she knows nothing.
She goes, why would they want that business? I'm like,
You could teach her a lot.
well, anyway, but we had drinks at my place.
Oh.
It was a nice. Yeah, but
you
I mean,
brought her to the Artie's lair?
she came over. Yeah, I didn't feel like going out.
Oh, my goodness.
The laziness is starting already.
So so now she knows where you live.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think she's gonna like.
No, but that's great.
That's in your apartment?
Then now she can come
That's
visit
in my
you.
apartment. Yeah, that's the terrace.
She can come visit you. Smart. That's a stern move if I ever heard one.
Well, yeah.
Let me show you where I live, just in case you want to come over.
Come
one
to
night.
my.
It was more
lair.
like, let me show you where I live because I don't feel like going where you live.
So you're having drinks. What does she drink?
We had yeah, it's funny. I asked her what she wanted. I had some wine and a bunch of booze, and she said, "I'll just take a beer." She actually drank a Heineken out of the bottle. And I had a Heineken, and it was a nice enough night to sit on my little terrace there. But the whole time, Isaac and the other guy. I mean, it's like
Right, you got the whole crew.
you're doing
there.
retakes of shit.
Right.
Which is just.
But that's a good icebreaker for you.
Oh yeah, it's wonderful.
No, come on, you got to admit
It was the most annoying thing ever.
was?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Where
but
was
don't you think
Dana?
it's kind of an aphrodisiac? aphrodisiac for the girl to see, oh, this powerful man, even his dates are filmed. You know, he's got a camera crew.
I wish I had a camera crew at every date. You know, impress the chicks.
Well, it is good in case they try to yell out, like, you know, some sort of date rape thing.
Right. Where was Dana? Did Dana know about the date?
Yeah, everything was up in the
cool.
open and fine. She knew about it. She actually was out with her sister. Her sister took her out for her birthday.
Oh, that's what she calls that guy, her sister?
Go ahead. Yeah. So you had the date. You had beer and alcohol.
Yeah. So we went up there. It was a nice enough night. This is like I was telling her too. You lucked out with this trip. It's the greatest November in the history of November.
The weather was beautiful this weekend.
So we went out on my terrace, which, you know, has a view of the city or with the river, and we had the beer out there. We had a nice discussion, and then she was telling me, like, you know, more about how she studied forensics in college, and now she's
a bright girl.
She really is. And we had a lot of fun talking, and then we went down to actually a restaurant where Robin
took her to
went.
Wayne Manor.
You know, Lua. Remember that place, Rob?
Yeah, very nice restaurant.
Beautiful restaurant on the Hudson River.
Yeah.
And I thank God my buddy owns it, because we had to come in with like a fucking crew.
I love romance.
And he gave us a table all the way in the corner where we could set up the camera, and then we had this place, Lua in Hoboken. It's on Sinatra Drive. It is actually.
Doug described the meal to me.
Do yourself a favor. I got the pork shank, which is extraordinary. She had raviolis. I was teaching her about Gindaloon shit. It was fun.
Oh, this is from Isaac. At dinner, Artie ate a good amount of food. They both started off with a big bowl of lobster bisque. Then they shared appetizers, shrimp skewers, quesadillas, and a tuna dish. I thought they were
goodness.
I thought they were done after eating the appetizers, because the bisque combined with the appetizers was a lot of food.
It was.
Then Artie's entree arrived at the table. It was unlike anything I'd ever seen. It was a giant roast pork shank.
You know what it looked like when Fred Flintstone gets the giant rib in the beginning of the Flintstones?
He throws it on the back and it tips the car.
That's what it looked like.
It looked like something you see at the king's table in the Middle Ages. It was a huge piece of roasted pig on a bone over a bed of rice.
Fantastic.
They let a pig over to the table.
I asked the owner how much food it was. He said it was over 2 pounds with the bone.
Wow.
We, of course, have a full Howard TV special of Artie's date. Stephanie ordered a ravioli dish. For dessert, they shared... Listen to the amount of... Oh, here they are. There they are eating.
Look at Artie.
Look at Artie.
Tearing off that meat off the
Look at that shrimp.
Man, no wonder she's in love with you. Look at you.
I look like a bear.
You gotta see this.
I look like a bear.
Yeah, look. Oh.
Yeah, they say they're bears in Jersey.
And then I stole one of her raviolis.
Let me hear. Let's see. Artie, what's that you're scooping onto your plate?
That's guacamole with the quesadilla.
Oh, my goodness.
After your big lamb shank?
This place is like a... Look at the size of that. That's a lamb shank.
Holy shit.
No, that's a pork shank.
Pork shank.
It looks like a ham.
Dude, the other half of that was the sandwiches during the Giant game, by the way.
Dude, let me ask you a question. When you eat that much food,
I enjoy
don't you get
myself.
super gassy? Like, it's hard to be on the date because you got to shit and fart and everything?
Not immediately on the date. I mean, the next day is kind of rough, but...
Oh, hey, and also, while I'm all over the place, I do want to clear something up. I went to see Artie at Carnegie Hall.
Right.
I went out to dinner beforehand, before Artie's show. I was with Ross and Melissa. Mm-hmm. So at... I don't know. I made sure to pee before I left, you know?
Yeah.
So I get to the show, and I say to the guy, I'm just nervous because I don't know how long the show's going to be. And I figure, well, maybe I'll pee again. So Ross and I, we say, is there a bathroom? We walk in, and it's the public bathroom. It's where everyone goes from the audience. I take one step in, I say, oh, my God. The whole audience is here. Everyone's screaming my name.
This is at Carnegie Hall.
Yeah. Everyone's no, it's fine. Everyone's screaming my name, and so I go up. I was going to walk in a stall and pee. Within 2 seconds, some guy was shitting in there. It was so bad, it was wafting. So I just turn around and leave.
That was me, by the way.
And Ross and I leave, and some guy yells out, "Hey, Howard, you're the one who fucking stunk up this place or what?" Next thing I know, 2 people now are going around writing us emails saying that I took a shit at Artie's Carnegie Hall.
If you walk into a bathroom and it stinks, it's your shit.
It's my problem. So
that's so funny.
Now I find myself defending myself. No, I wasn't. First of all, I'd rather die than shit in a public bathroom, especially around all my fans.
Don't you think the entire audience knows that?
Yeah.
I mean, you would never.
Well, I just was accused by 2 people because you never smelled whatever came out of this guy's ass is definitely illegal in this country.
I like to know that my fans are relaxed enough to shit at the concert.
Oh my God, there was such shitting going on before your concert.
That's great.
Incredible.
Howard, do you want to?
What about when you eat a pork shank like that, and appetizers, and lobster
And let
bisque?
me ask one thing. Have you ever heard of bite size?
No, I like that play Gemini. Take human bite.
I can tell you didn't care about impressing this chick because like you're using your fingers and you're in there and the
That's how that's every date in the history of my. That's me at the prom. You want video of that?
Stuck the entire bone in his mouth and pulled it out with no meat.
That's how you eat.
Would you eat that much on a real first date, or would you be on good behavior?
I've eaten that much on other first dates.
You have?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Howard,
what the fuck? Why
hide it?
Yeah. Why
I
give false
respect that.
advertising?
I respect that. I can't stand heavy people who don't eat in front of anyone.
Well, the appetizers too were so big that I didn't actually finish the whole thing. I took it home and I did. I made sandwiches during the drive.
Well, yeah, it says here Artie couldn't finish all of his pork, although it looked like in that thing he did. So he took it home. He also took Stephanie's leftovers home with him.
Yeah. She didn't want the ravioli, so I just throw it all in there.
Yeah. Artie drank only one beer the whole night. A fan came over to the table and bought Artie a whiskey and water. But Artie took one courtesy sip and didn't touch the rest of the drink.
Oh, nice.
A lot of Artie's stories on a date revolve around food. He talked about White Castle, a BLT he ate in St. Louis, Lombardi's Pizza in New York, and how his mom makes great sandwiches.
All his experiences are food.
I mean, so on a real first date, would you make a doggy bag and take it home?
No.
No, me neither.
No.
Oh, what the fuck? I mean, I don't know.
When Artie drove Stephanie back into the city, he was pointing out landmarks along the trip, but they were all restaurants. He pointed out Magnolia.
What's in New York? Restaurant.
He pointed out Magnolia Bakery, John's Pizza, Caliente Cab Company, Mexican, and Katz's Deli.
We went up. I took her up Bleecker Street. First of all, Isaac, that's
You can
bullshit.
hear all that.
It's on tape. I showed her where Dylan played his first gig in New York, the Bitter End. I gave a lot of music history. Fuck it. I showed her where I yelled Bob. I showed her where I yelled Baba Booey's name in 1989 in Gary's ear.
Isaac says this is
outside the back fence. It's historic now.
As Artie was leaving the apartment to go to dinner, they had finished their Heinekens, but instead of pouring them into a sink, Artie insisted on pouring the beer in cups and walking to the restaurant with the beers. Another odd, very college-like thing to do.
Wow.
I like walking drinks. If I got a little buzz going, I like to keep it going.
Isaac said the other weird thing that Artie was doing was when he gave her a tour of the place, that he was showing her the rooms, but he wouldn't turn on any of the lights.
Artie, it says here, Artie must not be used to having guests over his apartment, because when he gave Stephanie a tour of his apartment, he took her into the office and bedroom and never turned the lights on. It was kind of odd to be walking into dark rooms.
No. The lights were fine, just not for a television shoot. Isaac was like, we need more lights in here. I'm like, no, we don't. Who wants to see me in the light on a first date?
Got a good point there.
Do you want to hear any of this stuff, Howard?
Anything good?
Well, it's funny. I pulled like 5 or 6 clips, and basically,
I was sitting there. The reason I think the proof that it shows we got along so well is because it was very easy conversation. I don't think anything fascinating.
Would you? Let's say you and Dana do break up, but you never know what's going to happen with you two. Would you call this girl?
See, I don't know. Here's the only thing. Like, I got the vibe that at the end that. I don't know. I mean, it's funny. Like, if I was single and I made some sort of physical move, I don't know if she would have been too responsive.
You know, we should actually have her on the phone to find out.
Yeah, that's what I thought you were going to do. You should have called her.
I'm waiting for Artie to...
I hear she's in the hospital.
I'm waiting for Artie to double on back in about 2 months and go, Gary, give me the number of number 2 who wanted me to put my cock in.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Like, if I could see a scenario, Dana will dump me. I'll call this chick in a month. She'll go, no, I just wanted to get on the show. Fuck off.
No, you see,
I'll end up on a bridge with a bottle of Xanax.
I didn't get that vibe from this chick.
Well, she was. Look, we're joking around. She was very sweet, adorable, so much fun to talk to. She's only 23, but it didn't feel like talking to a younger person. She was very mature, smart, had a
Trust me, with that body, she was very mature.
She had a great sense of humor, and she looked very nice in her dress.
Was there any physical contact? Did she touch you at all?
We hugged at the end of the night and kissed on the cheek.
She didn't jerk you off?
Yeah, no, Isaac did.
Yeah.
She was naive about it. She's not dumb. She's very smart and savvy and kind of hip. But she was naive in New York in a very cute way. I found that.
That'll get old
refreshing.
quick.
Yeah, no, that's refreshing. Believe me. Yes, go ahead.
Go to Gary preview page 2. So I pulled like 6 clips, but the theme of the date, the date's very uneventful, except for the fact that it does. All of Artie's conversation does revolve around food.
All right, here's Artie talking about devil dogs and White Castle.
This is in his apartment.
All right.
You always talk about devil dogs, and I've never heard of
I can't believe you never heard of a devil. Maybe it's just an East Coast thing, but I grew up, I couldn't imagine a world without devil dogs.
Or Tasty Cakes, I've never heard
That's
of
a Philadelphia company, so maybe that's just the East Coast. I know they're based in Philly, but I'm almost positive. It's funny, like, you have White Castle in St. Louis. I'll tell you a story. When I was a kid, I would always eat the White Castles and look at the side of the box, and it said every city it was in. Like, so I'm doing stand-up years ago, a midnight show at the Funny Bone in St. Louis, and I'm on stage. It's like 1 a.m. and I'm starving. I can't even think about my shit jokes. I'm just thinking about how the fuck am I going to eat? Because it's not New York. Nothing's open.
Oh, yeah.
So I remember as a kid on the side of the White Castle box, it said St. Louis. And I went, hey, is there a White Castle here? And the place you would have thought I was like Springsteen going into Born to Run. They went, White Castle. And I said, can anybody give me a ride? And these 4 guys in the front row gave me a ride to White Castle.
You just went with some bands?
Yeah, I do that a lot.
That girl had to be impressed. Wow, Artie went to St. Louis and was at White Castle.
It was great.
What is it, guys?
Artie's just about to give the menu what he had at White Castle.
Oh.
We went and I got like 10 double cheeseburgers and a shake, and I fell asleep in my hotel room. The Adams Mark in downtown St. Louis with cheeseburgers on my chest. That's how I woke up.
Hot.
That's got to turn a girl on.
What a picture.
Just being up front, honey.
Go ahead, Isaac.
She really liked Artie. I mean, she said in a couple of years she's thinking about moving to New York.
Is that right?
Yeah. So.
She said less than that. She loves New York City and wants to move.
So he's insane, right? I mean, she liked him.
Howard, what is insane about me? I have a girlfriend.
No.
What is
You're
insane
that you think that the girl. No, forget that. I'm not talking about that.
You
have such a bad fucking self-image.
I do, but not enough to where I would not call her. If I was single, I would totally give it a shot.
Right.
Yeah. I'm just saying, you know.
So she's going to wait a couple of years. Artie won't be alive in a couple of years.
Exactly.
She's got to move to New York now.
That's the other thing I told her. I said, you're 23. I said, think about it. I'm 39. I said, do you really want to be changing my diapers in 10 years?
She loves New York, and she really likes Artie.
Now, what's the second
It sounded like she knew all about you.
All right, here's Artie talking about how he...
God, I hate hearing a playback of one of my dates. This is a nightmare.
What is this, where Artie takes food home?
Yeah, this is where he wraps up his stuff, her stuff. But wait, there's a great moment here. It's more visual. But they're wrapping the stuff up, and they say, is it okay to take her plate? And before they take it away, or goes, give me one of those, he takes a ravioli off and eats it.
You know what it was like? Remember the dinner date in Beer League? We had a thing where the guy brings out 2 entrees, and they were both from me. And we thought that was a joke, and I'm listening to this. That's exactly what I do.
By the way, pictures of Artie's date are on howardstern.com, so if you want. But here he is. Here's Artie making sure to take home food.
This time, I'll take this home if I want to be really obnoxious.
I would take it home.
Just a bunch of bread. It's like sandwiches for the Giant game tomorrow.
Yeah.
A good rye bread with it.
Yeah, that'd be great.
All right, you talked me into it.
Yeah, you gotta take it home.
Hey, Jake, did you actually wrap this up for me to go? And I think, well, she's not done yet, but yeah, I'll take.
I'm done.
You sure? Wait, I'm gonna steal one more. I love it. Just yeah, you could throw all of it on. You want this too?
No, you have it.
Throw it all in there in one bag. The whole thing. And then the dessert menu. Sounds good. Yeah,
You took home bread so you can make sandwiches for the Giant game?
No. What happened was I would get the rye bread at the bakery myself. I didn't take the bread home, but she had about 3 raviolis left. And when she said she was done, I said, I think I'll grab one more.
Wow.
But then you took the other 2, right?
Are you up to 300 pounds yet?
Then I took the other 2.
Get on that scale.
I'm not.
What do you weigh?
I'm not 300 pounds.
You're
From that
293.
dinner alone, come on.
Maybe later. You'll want it later because I'll be eating more.
All right.
I'm just a little.
Now, what does the next clip say,
You're
Howard?
still too exhausted.
Well, then we had the chocolate molten.
Oh.
The candy store in St. Louis.
So Artie now tells a story about when he was in St. Louis. He went to this candy store and took a tour, but it's all about food.
Crown Candy. A few years ago, I announced on the show, I was watching the Food Network, and I saw some candy shop that makes homemade chocolate shakes in East St. Louis with...
Crown Candy Kitchen.
Yeah, Crown Candy. Okay, so I
Yeah.
see a whole special on that, right?
Yes.
And I noticed that 3 weeks later, I had a gig in St. Louis, so on the air I mentioned, I said, man, was watching the Food Network, and I saw this Crown Candy place in St. Louis, and I can't wait to go to try it out. We talked about it for like an hour. My gig sold out in like 10 minutes. I went to Crown Candy when I got to St. Louis to eat. The place was mobbed with Stern fans.
Really?
It was so funny. And I ate like a big cheese. That was so good, though. I had a bacon BLT sandwich.
Yeah.
Most perfect BLT, perfect amount of bacon, lettuce, tomato, and then a big fat chocolate shake.
Oh, yeah.
And the guy knew I was coming, the owner, and he took us in the back and gave us a tour of the chocolate. He let me dip a spoon in the chocolate.
Oh, really?
Oh, it was so good.
Wow.
You talk about candy, how Jeff the Vomit guy talks about vomit. I mean, you're just in love with it.
We all have our fetishes.
What am I, the crazy one? The chocolate, make your own chocolate.
I like chocolate.
Wow,
I don't
boy,
get
oh
it.
boy, this is some date.
Is this a usual date? Like all this food
Yeah,
conversation?
they're usually this pathetic, absolutely.
This
is bullshit. This is pulling the fucking. We talked about a lot of shit.
Okay, so this is great. So Artie's in the car now. He's driving her back, and he may have pointed out other landmarks, but this is what I heard.
All right.
Now we're Magnolia Bakeries around here.
Ooh, I love the cupcakes.
Yeah, where we just passed it. And, oh no, there it is. That's it. It's always a fucking line, no matter what time. That's a good pizzeria right there.
That's
And
good.
Did you ever hear John's Pizza? Did you ever hear people talk about that? There's like a few of them there. That first one, I think it might
That's
be
the one you
still-
said to go to, right?
No, that was the one I was talking about was Uptown. But the restaurant is Frank's. Remember I said,
Oh, Frank's.
Don't forget that, 2nd and 5th, Frank's.
Oh, yeah. And then here's Artie finally capping off the night with Katz's Deli.
That's a good one. Wow. Katz's is a legendary Jewish deli in New York. I was telling Steph, she's always thinking about a new place to eat in New York. Go absorb all the booze at the end of the night with a pastrami from Katz's.
I love
It's
pastrami.
Unbelievable pastrami. So check that out. That's a new place you could try.
If she had said to you right then and there, let's go get a pastrami, could you have done it?
At that point, I don't know. It might have been.
That would have been rough.
Katz's is good enough to wear, maybe. Yeah.
Well, there you go. There's a lot of people who want to. I mean, I am running late here. I do have to take a break, but a lot of people do want to comment on Artie's date, and let's hear what they have to say. Eric the Midget, you're on the air. Go ahead.
Hey, Artie. I heard a few minutes ago Robin make a comment about your pork shank coming to the table. She said that why they let, or how they let that pig at the table. Well, they let you there. You're a pig.
Eric, nice.
Oh, wow.
Eric's been trying out some roasting jokes.
All right, Eric, thank you. Way to put down Artie, man. You're really on fire today.
You're killing me.
Yeah.
I mean, stop it. I'm gonna cry.
All right, let's go to Ken. Ken, you're on the air.
Hey now, how you doing, Howard?
Hey now.
She's, you know what? I was on the HowardStern.com. Man, Artie's date is hot.
Yeah, she's a very hot girl. Very nice girl.
Mexican and Irish, very nice combination.
And by the way, I like Dana very, very much. You know I do. I love her. So
I don't think you like anyone but yourself, but go ahead.
You might be right about that. Marianne from Brooklyn, go ahead. You know what? You're
Oh,
right.
my God, Howard, this is sickening. In a couple of years, Artie will be telling us, we told you so. Artie, this thing with you and Dana's got to stop. Either get shit or get off the pot, Artie. I'm sick of hearing it. I just can't take it anymore. The girl was so nice. I saw a dial a day. You didn't even give her a chance. You're talking about food and restaurants. How boring. You'd think a man like you would be a little more creative on a date.
Shut the fuck up!
Siobhan,
oh, my God, shut up!
Siobhan, you're on the air. Go ahead.
They're all coming
Artie's after party was awesome. I went there. I met Dana. She was very nice.
Siobhan came to the Carnegie. Were you at Carnegie Hall, too?
Yeah, Irish John gave me a ticket to go.
Oh.
I couldn't believe it. I had no idea.
Does Irish John have tons of money or something?
How does he get all tickets to everything?
I think he makes a good living, but he definitely has great contacts for tickets. I've seen him at Knick games in the second row, Yankee games. He's got contact. But I like John. John's a good guy. He's very supportive
Eric, you're on
of
the air in
everything
Erie.
we do.
Go ahead.
Hey now.
Hey now.
Hey, Artie.
Yeah.
Can I be? It sounds like you had a wonderful night.
Yeah, she's great.
I want to know, can I be your next date?
Sure. What do you want? You want a lamb shank?
Let's go to Joe. Joe in Fort Lauderdale.
Hey now, Howard.
Hey now.
Hey now, leave Artie alone, will you please? I was married to a junkie for 10 years.
Oh.
Let me tell you something. Dana's going to stay with him as long as it takes. It's her choice. If she wants to spend this much time in and out of a junkie relationship, that's her business.
All right, I'm out of it. I just wanted to know what was going on. I'm curious. I'm asking the question.
Being fair. It's not just Artie's call. It's Dana's call.
That's true, too. You're absolutely right.
Yeah, I do heroin for 4 months. I'm Sid Vicious.
I just hate to hear the term junkie and Artie.
There's no junkie.
On.
No one's
Artie's no junkie.
I mean,
how
once
dare
a junkie,
you?
always a junkie, basically, you know.
I just, you know,
Sorry, Artie, I love you, but you know
junkie,
what?
come on, I just,
He
you know,
just likes junk food.
I do. Why do you say I'm a junkie? I'm just addicted to heroin, coke, and every other. God, the jokesters on this show, when will it end? They busted my chops about the date. Go figure. They said I talked too much about food, and I ate too much, and I probably was gassy, which is wrong. I was a complete gentleman, and Isaac and the rest of the charlatans at Howard TV edited the piece so it looked like I talked about nothing but food. I talked about museums, culture, music, some plays, my favorite Harold Pinter plays, Chekhov, and they leave in me talking about pork shanks. So fuck everybody. I had a good time, and I think the chick is hot, and she wants me, so I don't know.
Well,
That's it.
You know, what happens if things don't work out with Dana?
Then I'm calling this chick immediately, along with a whore on 9th Avenue and 37th Street. I've gotten to know her red light.
Yeah, I just wanted to say I was in that Superfan trivia contest, and while I was waiting in the green room, like, Artie came in, gave us Jack and Coke, which is fucking awesome, by the way, Artie. And I got pictures with everybody on the staff, including you, Howard, but Lisa G would not take a friggin' picture with me. Why, Lisa?
It's too good.
Just like, no.
Yeah.
When was this?
I remember when Matt was down here.
He was one of the super fans from Boston.
Yeah.
I asked you.
See, the thing is,
Lisa,
like, if I'm in the hallway and then Ronnie gets mad at me, it's, you know, I have to kind of feel out.
All right. Lisa claims it's a Ronnie thing.
No.
It's Ronnie. It's Ronnie.
I'm not blaming you. It's just sometimes if it's very crowded back there, I've got to feel out the situation. Then Ronnie would go mad, clear out the hallways, you're taking a picture. I just have to feel it out. That's all. I'm not blaming you.
What are you saying, Ronnie?
What kind of shit is she handing us, man? Really?
She's off on this one.
Yeah, definitely.
It wasn't that kind of situation. When they want to clear the halls, it's because Lisa's usually sniffing around a celebrity to, you know, sort of have contact with them. This was a guy, a super nice guy, by the way, and everybody walked by. It was like the whole process would have taken. It took her longer to say no than it took her to sign it.
Right. Well, Lisa was
Well,
part
I
of
feel
Road
badly.
Call.
Dude,
Lisa was
I
part of a very big morning show.
I took the guy's book yesterday, and I walked around and had everybody. Artie, remember?
Yeah.
I had everybody sign it.
Right.
And I would have come back when I was doing an interview when you were looking for me at
You could have
8:30.
signed it when you never even got called in yesterday. You could have signed the guy's book.
No, Howard called for me, and I was busy doing an interview. I couldn't. I was on the phone.
I thought Howard's #1 though.
He is, but I was doing
But
an
you
interview.
weren't
It would
here
have been
when he called
unprofessional
you.
for me
You
to
weren't here
hang
when
up
he
the
called
phone
you,
while
though.
I'm doing an interview.
Yeah, Howard's #1. Remember, in your eyes.
I was doing my job.
No,
and you're not doing yours because you're who's guarding the halls out
There's
there.
nobody here now. The guests are gone already.
How do you know? Maybe someone snuck in.
Nobody could sneak in. I'm in here.
What? All right.
Nobody's going to sneak in here. I'm here.
You two ought to get together, I swear.
No,
Ronnie's obsessed with you.
No.
Yeah, they need to fuck.
Please. I'd make a head spin around in circles.
Ooh.
Yeah?
Whoa.
Really?
What do you mean? You don't think she's ever had it from a guy like you?
Exactly.
Oh, God.
Ronnie is good in bed.
She
I've
needs
heard
a
stories.
dirty boy like me.
Yeah.
Definitely.
You would
Are
feature...
you wearing heels today?
No, I'm wearing regular.
Yes, you are.
Irregular shoes.
There's like 2-inch heels on his
Stop. It's
shoes.
the
You know,
same
he does
shoes
look
I wear
tall.
all the time.
Howard, can I ask Lisa a question?
Yeah, don't deflect off onto me. Come on.
Lisa, after every single interview, right, you're out there and you do an interview with the guest, no matter who it is, you know, celebrity or whackpacker, correct?
What? I'm out where?
In the hall.
When the person comes out, you're there to interview them, right?
Yeah.
How come you weren't out there for that guy yesterday that wanted you to sign his book?
I just told you I was doing a phone interview, and you guys were calling me, and I couldn't leave. I was in the middle of an interview.
Howard was calling you, and
I wouldn't
he's
have
number one.
Lisa, the interview was later in the morning. We wanted to talk to her. It was way later.
Yeah, way later. Actually, we saw you out in the lobby when we were leaving. Remember, Howard?
Yeah.
I was doing another interview.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
That was Chris.
You're too high and mighty. You're too high and mighty, Lisa.
Yes, that's right. You're right.
So you got to come down to the level of people. I know you were part of the Dr. Dre at
I know. I will. Starting tomorrow.
I'd love to be part of that 720 rap.
Yeah, you have a thing for Lisa, Ronnie.
Yeah,
You're
man.
totally
I'm telling you, I'm going to make a head spin.
By the way, you look extraordinarily good today, Lisa. I don't know what you're doing, but you look
Red
good.
is her color.
Red's your
Thank
color.
you.
Wear red every day, and Ronnie will be all worked up.
Yeah, I'm all worked up, man.
Yeah, it is true. If you ever slept with Ronnie, he'd rock your universe. I've heard
Really?
stories about Ronnie as a lover.
Really?
Yeah, Ronnie knows tricks.
Well, who would tell you?
He's
Tell
the
her. Ronnie
vagina
told
whisperer.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
He's a vagina whisperer.
Don't worry about it.
Are you a vagina
Look
whisperer?
at her, she's blushing, man.
He is.
Wow. Well, who would tell you? I mean, who would?
I know people.
He knows friends of mine.
Yeah. Ronnie. Seriously, Ronnie is a player. I'm not kidding you.
Like Tiger Woods?
No, but I wouldn't be past Tiger Woods.
Really?
Tiger Woods is an amateur compared to Ronnie.
You sexed?
He doesn't need to.
I'm a Scorpio, baby. Just remember that.
I'm a Scorpio too.
Yeah, look out.
Oh.
You're in deep shit.
You sexed the text messaging. You sexing?
What's that?
You sexed?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Right.
Without a doubt.
Sorry.
What? Let Ronnie give Ronnie permission to sext you. You will be turned on.
Hey, Lisa. Lisa.
Yeah.
When's the last time you've had sex or even made out with a guy?
I'd love to know that too.
Oh.
What? Give us an ETA.
We all at the Stern Show would love to know that. The
Has it
back
been
office is
over a year
smoking
for you?
over that.
Yeah, I'd say.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's got to be frustrating.
I'd say it's way more than a year.
No.
That's shocking. You're a cute girl.
Thank you. It's hard to meet people. Like you always say.
You know Ronnie.
You got me right here, baby.
You know, maybe I got to start looking at him
Have
differently.
you been with a man since you've been at Sirius?
I've dated, yes.
Dated. But you haven't really even kissed a guy since Sirius.
Oh, come on, Howard.
Oh, you have? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. You believe that, Ronnie?
Yeah, I believe she kissed a guy.
Oh, shit!
I don't know why he cares. It's so funny.
I do. Everybody cares. They all want to know.
The whole audience wants to know.
You think she's had sex since we've been at Sirius?
No.
Negative.
Wow. Is that true?
Mm-mm.
Oh, okay. All right. That's good.
All the way sex?
Why do people care? I'm not telling you about my sex life.
All the way sex?
Ronnie, I'm going to tell you
Did you
about my personal life.
Have you been laid since you've been here?
I'm not gonna answer that.
I bet you haven't.
Even in the car, he talks about Lisa.
He's ready to end your drought, Lisa.
Drought.
If you want rain.
You want someone to take the roll call.
Yeah, call him the
He'll do the roll
rainmaker.
call.
She's got to buy me dinner first, though.
You would loosen. I think Lisa would become crazy if she was with you.
Four other guys who sit there because you're rich guys. You actually would put up your own money. If you hear a good idea, you will invest in it.
Our own money.
How many ideas have you invested in?
I don't know the exact number. I think 10, 12. I don't know the exact number.
You took your own money and you said, hey, that's a great idea.
Yeah.
Have any of them made money?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, all but one. One's breaking even, one's gone out of business, and the rest are making at least a little bit more.
What is the idea that went out of business that you thought was going to be good?
It was a company called 𝗏𝗄𝗏𝗏. It was Netflix for toys. So you know how when you have young kids, they fall out of love with their toys every 2 months, right?
Right.
So you paid this company $35 or $40 a month, and they would send you $300 worth of toys in a big old box.
Right.
When you're bored with them, you send them back, they disinfect them, and they send them to someone else, and they send you a whole new batch of toys, so your kids get new toys every couple months.
Right.
And you just swap them out all the time. And we used it at home, and my kids loved it.
Yeah.
But the lady who was running it just, you know, she couldn't get her act together. She didn't know what to do. She would, you know, we would sit down and talk to her and say, okay, do A, B, and C, and business will grow. And when she would do it, things would go well. And when she wouldn't, you know, she'd lose customers.
So how much money do you lose on a deal like 𝗛𝗄𝗄𝗿?
𝗛𝗄𝗿 lost $100,000.
$100,000.
Yeah.
But that's okay because you make it up on these other businesses.
More than make it up.
What's the best one you invested in?
The best one so far, there's been 3 or 4 really good ones. The best one, it looks like it's going to be this company called Surfset Fitness.
Well, go ahead.
These guys, hockey player and his girlfriend in New Hampshire like to surf. And you can only surf for a couple months, you know, at most in New Hampshire.
That's right.
And so he took a surfboard, and you know, when you go to the gym, they have these bonsai balls, things that you can work on your balance and everything.
Yeah.
Right. So he reconfigured something like bonsai balls, put it under a surfboard, tied it all together, and recreated the effect of surfing indoors.
Wow.
And so he made it into like a formal product. And he sells them to gyms now, and gyms teach classes around these boards. And it's almost like Zumba, you know, where the gym buys 10 of these boards, and every class they charge like $25, $30 a class, and he collects money when he sells the boards and every time they teach a class by a certified instructor. And so he did, maybe when he came on the show, he was doing $18,000, $25,000 a month. He'll do $5 million this year.
Wow.
And his margins are 30, 40%.
Wow.
Easy. And it can keep on going up from there.
Hey, let me understand something. If I want to learn how to surf, do you think that I could sort of master the technique by just using the board?
Yeah, absolutely.
And then I have no danger because I've always
won't
wanted.
fall in the water.
I've always wanted to surf, but I'm 59 years old. I don't want to kill myself, and I don't want to get eaten by a shark.
You know, it's good and bad though. So I went and did the class, right?
Yeah.
And so I'm 54, right? So I'm getting confident, right? And I do this little jump, right? And we're filming an update for Shark Tank, and I got too cocky. My legs went out from underneath me, and they got me just busted on my ass, right?
Oh, no.
It was crazy.
Hey,
but
you kill yourself.
It's surfsetfitness.com, so you can check it out.
So some of these things, so that's going to make some money for you.
That one's making me. Another related one, different company, but a guy, towerpaddleboard.com. Have you seen stand-up paddleboarding?
Yeah, it's huge.
Oh, he's killing it. So these guys went from doing $18,000 a month. They did, and his show was like a year ago. He did $2.1 million this year, and he'll do $3 million this coming year.
And what is he selling?
He sells stand-up paddleboards.
Oh,
and inflatables and regulars.
But isn't he competing with a bunch of other companies?
Yeah, but he's got a great product. It's
Why was his product so great?
2 reasons. One, it's less expensive. It's well done. It's less expensive, and he gives you a bunch of options in size and inflatable, so you can carry it around, blow it up, whatever. So if you go to if you have a summer home or you just summer vacation, you can't leave your board there, then you use an inflatable so you can take it with you back.
So So you put up the seed money for this guy. How much did you put up on that one?
I think $300,000, I think, and he's been growing so fast. I've given him some additional money to help finance his receivables to help him continue to grow.
Wow, no kidding.
Yeah.
That is unbelievable. So the show is a success. You know, I would think that on the sly, the network gives you some dough to give these guys.
No.
It's not like
that's actually the worst part of the show, right?
Yeah.
Because
giving up your own money?
Well, not the own money. It's the time.
Do you get paid to do the show?
Yeah, we get like $18,000 an episode. Nothing.
I see. It's not about that.
No, it's not
you're
about that.
getting the opportunity to hear these ideas.
Exactly. And actually, you know, because to get on the show, people will push down the valuations of their companies.
Right.
Because they had 40,000 people apply to present products on the show last year, and I think 125 made it. And they're just starting auditions now, or not auditions, but whatever you call it, presentations now for people to come on the show, and they expect over 75,000 people to apply.
Wow, it's unreal.
So you're really getting bargains when you...
Yeah, because they'll push down the valuation, so if this went out in the open market, it'd be more.
It's fun doing the show. I'm having a fun time with America's Got Talent. It's a similar kind of thing. You sit there and you hopefully some magic happens, you know?
And you see amazing things, right, that you don't expect.
Do me a favor. There's 3 guys who work for me who want to pitch you, legitimately want to pitch you.
Bring it on, baby.
Yeah, you'll do it.
Oh, yeah.
This gentleman's name is 𝗵𝗵𝗄𝗿. He is our program
Don't worry,
manager.
your wallet's safe.
I don't know. Let's see. I mean, why not? Did you hear my invention, by the way?
Yeah, the penis pad?
The penis pad.
Yeah, as long as you're tweeting pictures, it'll be a huge hit.
No interest in that. That's a losing proposition.
No, I think you ought to go ahead and do it.
I mean, if I told you, Mark, that there's a company that has, and now this is Playtex, and they advertise with me. It's a wipe.
Right.
That you wipe down your balls, cock and balls, and ass area before and after sex, and it's it's very gentle. You don't get a rash. You wouldn't invest in that, would you?
It'd be a tough sell.
Yeah, Playtex.
Well, for them it's easy, right? It's perfect. It's
But
right
why
in their way.
wouldn't you invest in that?
Because, I don't have the vehicle.
In other words, they're geared up for this kind of thing.
Yeah, it's their business.
But you're not geared up for surfboard shit and all that
no,
stuff.
but the guys who invested with were.
They're tooled up.
Right, they're
so
tooled up, literally.
So a lot of people, you're saying, can have a good idea, but they've got to be tooled up.
Right, you've got to be, there's certain things I can't sell. Like if one of these guys comes in and brings me frozen food.
Right.
I don't know how to help sell frozen food, right? So I'm not going to do it.
Tim, go ahead. What is your idea?
Bring it on, Tim.
My idea, hey, Mark, welcome here.
Thank you.
I'm looking for a $250,000 investment on 50% equity in this business.
Okay.
It's an application that I had an unfortunate situation about a few months ago in the bathroom here, where if I was walking to work, I got sick and left the bathroom a mess.
A mess. He shit everywhere, all over our bathroom. But go ahead.
So I've come up with a clean restrooms app. CRAP. CR, Clean Restrooms.
Okay,
app.
nice name, yeah.
Okay, download it onto your phone at 99 cents. If I had the ability to do this as I was walking to work, I could have stopped in anywhere and gotten my shit together.
What does it tell you? It tells you.
It tells you where the
if
nearest
I had the app
bathroom
on my
is.
phone, it would give
there's already an app that does that.
Well, this not what this does. Not what this does.
Okay, go ahead.
Not what this does.
Why is yours different?
Because it also has interaction with the user, where they can upload pictures of the app, of the clean restrooms. That it's a community.
So it's Instatush.
It's exactly. It's like
there an app that tells you where a bathroom is?
Yes, there are. But
because I know when I was looking for jobs in Manhattan when I was a kid, I used the library and I was looking. I wish I knew where there was a clean bathroom.
Yes, it's what Yelp is to restaurants. Crap is to restaurants.
All right, hold on. You made your pitch. Mark Cuban, any interest in this?
Because $250,000 for a crappy app.
We can negotiate.
How about you just give him $250,000?
Yeah, why not?
All right, get out of here, Tim. Thank you very much. Very good. Yeah. What is it?
Tim's invested a good chunk of his own money in this already.
How much have you invested into this?
A chunk, a little bit.
How much?
But
how much did you invest of your own money?
Okay, $8,000 in this thing. Okay, but listen to this. Listen to this. You saw what the ugly meter did in one day.
That's true.
It did over $500,000 in sales in one day.
It did already?
It did already in one day.
Not yours.
So
not
something
yours.
called the
No,
ugly
not mine.
meter.
So there's been a model already.
Get out.
But they already spent their money. Get out of here.
You're out. You hit the buzzer.
I've got another one.
He's got another one.
What happened? I thought you were going to pitch your remote control leash.
Well, that was the other one. But I sat last night and did this. Right,
it
was 10:30 at night. I wanted to go to bed.
All right. Good night. I don't know if you. I don't even know if you want to hear the other ones.
Are they worse than that?
You want to hear one more?
It's all your call, Howard.
I don't know. Richie, what is yours? This is something called shittins.
Oh, God. Everything
was shit. What's with you guys? All right, quickly, the pitch. Go ahead, Richie.
All right, this is the best app. Tim is the perfect not app, a product.
Okay.
And you would love this. It's a baby wipe in the form of a mitten. Because when you wipe your ass, the last thing you want is fecal matter on your hands, on your nails. So I call them shittins.
Okay.
All right.
And it's a baby wipe in the form of a mitten that you put on your hands. So that way your hands are totally clean.
Okay, how much money are you looking for?
$25,000 to start.
And what percentage of the company do I get?
You'll get 50.
Okay, how long have you been making these?
About a day.
Oh, okay. So you've got a long history with them.
Yeah.
Okay.
And this is the clean.
How are you going to get shittins made for $25,000?
You can't even sell that name.
Yeah, I can get them made.
Yeah, and who's going to buy something called shittins?
Well,
in the supermarket?
that's my one problem, the product name. But it's a great name. It's a great name, shittins.
What are they made? What's it made out of?
It's a baby wipe that you can actually split into a mitten.
Is it eco-friendly?
Yes, flushable, eco-friendly, and you could. It's super clean. It's if you have babies I have Crohn's disease. I could definitely use something like this when I have a problem.
Yeah.
For nurses who have to clean up
Well,
old
just
men,
think all those.
This is super clean.
All those locations around the world where they don't have toilet paper, right? If you have your shittens with you, right? So
exactly.
Mark, you getting turned on by this? Honestly,
have you looked at international distribution?
Not yet.
So you really don't have a company yet. This is just an idea.
I spoke to a bunch of women who have children who have like incontinent grandparents, and they would love something like this.
You know what? It's not a bad idea. But the problem is it's just an idea.
It's in the ground floor.
Just an idea, right?
I understand. This is like our writing meetings where guys blurt out and they go, "Hey, let's get President Obama on." They go, "Yeah, that's a good idea, but like, how are we going to get him?" And, you know, so in other words, Mark is saying you have a good idea.
I'm on the bottom floor,
but you don't even have a manufacturer.
You don't have any. You haven't done the work yet.
I just started this.
Come back when you've got a company.
I'll give you my information and we'll talk.
Give me your information.
Wow.
But
Fair
come
deal.
back when you've
Fair
got
deal.
a company.
I quit.
Not a horrible idea.
Quit immediately.
I mean, I'm shocked.
Let me help you out, Richie. Get me a phone call to China. We need China people to make shittens. Shittens. Get out of here with that.
He names the product shit.
Mark,
like, where are you going to market that?
What did you just spit into?
Oh, I've had a cold, man. I got over my son.
Jesus
Sorry.
Christ. That was gross.
That was gross. I was hoping you were looking over there.
I need a shit right
All right, somebody invent something for Mark.
Mark, that was a very exciting thing. You were buying into the idea.
Yeah, you know, because actually I wasn't thinking so much here in the United States, but places around the world that don't have toilet paper in third world countries, if you can make it disposable and make it really, really cheap, and you've got, you know, a shitting around and you carry it with you, you travel to Mexico, it's safe.
The shitting's reversible?
Oh, my God.
So, by the way, Mark, you made your money the old-fashioned way. You say when you were, how young were you when you made the $6 million?
29.
29 years old, because you were doing techie stuff.
Right.
But let me just one more time go over this.
Okay.
You had a company that was broadcasting on the internet.
Right.
Television stuff.
Audio and video. So all the streaming, everything YouTube does, we started that.
You started that?
It was called AudioNet, and we started in 1995.
And when Yahoo bought you, they gave you $2.5 billion?
No, they gave us $5.7 billion in stock.
Right.
And then, so I got 33% of it or whatever.
Right.
And then
when Yahoo went to about $2.5 billion, you sold everything.
When it went up, I did a hedge, right? They called it one of the top 10 trades all time on Wall Street.
What did you do?
So I got all this stock from Yahoo, and everybody else thought the internet bubble was going to keep on going forever, right? I'm like, there's no way. And so I sold calls, bought puts, so I protected my stock. And so it went up in value some more and went up to where my hedge was and then cashed me out.
I see.
And then the whole market cratered and I was protected.
When you cashed out, Yahoo went up a little bit more, and people said to you, "Oh, aren't you sorry?
Well, exactly
Why
right.
didn't you hold on to it?" And you said, "I've got $2.5 billion.
Well, how much do you need, right? That's exactly.
And you didn't get greedy in a sense.
Not at all.
I mean, you could have kept saying, "I'll stay in another day. I'll stay in another week." And if you had waited just a couple of weeks,
probably about 6 weeks, I would have been fucked.
Like, how badly fucked? You might have lost $1 billion?
Oh, more than that.
More?
Oh, yeah. No, Yahoo went from like $300 to like $5.
The guys, it went from what to what?
Like 300 to 5.
Wow, in a matter of weeks.
Yeah, probably over the course of a year, but it would have been impossible to really get out.
Right, and so some of the guys that were in business with you all got stock as well.
Yep.
Did some of them stay in too long and get tanked?
Yeah, I mean, I went to everybody that owned stock in the company. I said, do this.
Get out. I'm getting out now.
Just protect yourself, right? Protect yourself, right? And some of them did, but a lot of them didn't.
Wow.
They just got caught up, and there's some miserable friends that I have. And boys, like the guys who put in, I was just talking to my partner, Todd Wagner, just the other day, actually. The guys who put in $30,000 ended up with $30 million.
Wow.
And some of our employees who were there right at the beginning that we didn't have a lot of money, we gave them stock, 15, 20, 25 million, and a chunk of them just lost it all.
Oh, that's a shame.
Oh,
what is?
killer.
It's almost like you want to just kill yourself if something like that happens.
I couldn't even imagine.
Because you're worth $20 million one day.
And
that's
then
it.
nothing.
It's your ticket to freedom.
Nothing.
And then zero.
Nothing. You're searching
Somebody
for a
takes your
job.
ticket away.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you begged these guys. You said, look, even you were the major stockholder,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, I was the largest stockholder by far.
Yeah. You hit $2.5 billion, and you said, hey, if I stay in, maybe I'll have $5 billion.
No, yeah. And I told these guys, come on now, seriously?
After the $2.5 billion, after buying the Mavericks, after blah, 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 what are you worth today now?
Probably more than 3 because I've made some good investments.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wowee.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Wowie zowie.
It's crazy.
Look at you. And yet, like the rest of us, you can even get a cold. You haven't figured out how to conquer that.
I haven't conquered a lot of shit, man.
Shit, it's beautiful, man. It's beautiful.
It's crazy, isn't it? You know?
Good for you. I'm happy for you.
Thank you. Thank you.
And one wife. That's it, huh?
Just one.
Prenup?
So far, he didn't get married that long ago.
I got married 10 years ago now.
And you did the prenup, of course.
Did the prenup, yeah. I mean, she's amazing. And she, you know, she knew me before, da-da-da-da-da, right? And she's younger, and she's great mom, great wife. Yeah, I'm happy.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask. So when you become a billionaire, how do you know why people are approaching?
You know what? It was actually a lot easier than I thought it was.
Really?
Right. Because they all say the same thing. All the gold diggers say the thing. I love to travel. I want to do charity work. Right?
She's super hot, your wife?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Very nice.
Yes,
Very nice.
I'm lucky. Hey, wait, I got to tell you one thing.
Tell
right?
me. Yeah.
Shark Tank, right? So I come on as a guest shark, and I'm talking. I'm online. I'm tweeting. Right? I'm like, someone says, you know what? Did you know that Howard Stern was tweeting during private parts?
Right.
And I'm like, what a great idea. And I'm like, has anybody done it during a TV show? No.
So do you do that now?
I did it during Shark Tank when I was a guest shark. The ratings, we immediately started trending.
Yeah.
The ratings started going up. Now they're like everybody on television tweets.
I was looking at Twitter when I first got an account. I said, well, what could I do with this thing? And my movie was playing just coincidentally. And I said to all the followers, hey, I'll tweet some hidden sort of behind-the-scenes stuff.
Right.
And it caught on. People liked that idea.
And I copied you, right?
Good.
And no lie, that had a lot to do with one of the first surges of Shark Tank in the second season.
Was the show a hit right away?
No.
It was not.
No, it was just mediocre, and then they changed up some things and brought me on as a guest shark.
What network are you, ABC?
ABC.
ABC?
Yeah.
And was ABC close to canceling it?
I wasn't on the first season, so I didn't hear all the stories, but they replaced one of the guys and replaced him with me, so something had to change, right?
So do you feel you were the reason, the spark?
Yeah, I think I was part of the spark, absolutely.
Because you're lively on the show?
Yeah, I think I picked up, I mean, ABC, everybody says that, you know, I raised the game for everybody else.
You get along with the rest of the judges?
Sometimes. Yeah, most of the time I do.
Do you think some of them are assholes?
Not so much assholes, it's just, you know, like anything else, when you're there 12-hour days, 20 straight days, 25 straight days, everybody gets annoyed.
Yeah, you can get annoyed with each other.
Yeah,
and it weighs you down in a sense if you don't like the other
right.
judges.
So you know you've got to, you know, so the camera comes on, you got to do your thing,
Sure,
right?
yeah.
But then off screen, everybody's everybody.
Are there
you know?
fights off screen?
No, we pretty much get along. It's more we're smart. We save it for on air, right? So when we're pissed at somebody, we save it for on air.
Wow, what a life! You got to see Mark Cuban on Shark Tank.
And I got to plug one thing. I'm doing a cameo tonight on Necessary Roughness, testing my acting skills. I'm not
really.
Yeah.
Now
tonight.
you're an actor.
Yeah. You know, I like to try things, right?
Yeah. Well, you're certainly trying a lot. Don't miss Mark on the season finale of Necessary Roughness.
Yep.
And there you have it. And Richie Wilson just sold him Shittens.
Yeah.
Which is great.
Which we'll be selling in American Airlines Center.
What do you want to know, Ralph? Quickly for Mark Cuban.
Hey, now.
Hey, now.
Shark Tank is like one of my favorite shows. I think it's a great show. And it's funny, one of the things you mentioned tweeting, one of the things I love doing is tweeting during it. It's just fun and it gets you involved.
Yep.
what I love about the show, Howard, is like you learn a lot about business and everything. But like the setup is you go in and you pitch to 4 different people. But Mark, I love you on the show, but what you do sometimes, which I hate, is like you bully people into a quick decision.
Hell yeah!
Because it's television.
I want to hear the pitch to everybody. That's why I'm going in there. I want to hear what Barbara's going to say.
Well, I want to win, right? I want to. If it's a good deal, I want to get the deal. I don't give a damn what Barbara or one of the other sharks has to say. So when someone comes in with a great company, then I've got to have my strategy to win the deal.
Right.
And that's part of it, learning how to negotiate.
All right,
yeah. Well, you do learn a lot, and Tim made a classic mistake. He came in and overvalued his company. $250 million for that shit.
Yeah.
All right, Ralphie boy. I know Ralph will be pitching you very soon.
I'm sure he will.
Very soon, Mark.
As soon as he comes up with something like shit. All right, Mike, go ahead. Quickly, last question for Mark. He's got a very busy life. He can't sit here with you all day. Go ahead, Mike. Mike's gone.
Good job, Mike.
All right. Enough of Mike. All right, I'll let you out of here. Great having you here.
Oh, man, I loved it, Howard. Hopefully you have me back.
And you are the man.
No, you're the man.
I mean, you're laughing, you're smiling, you're having a good time.
You know?
And you prove that money can make you happy.
Hey, we're the luckiest guys in the world.
It doesn't suck.
It doesn't suck is right.
Do you ever yell at your father and say, look how easy it is to make money? What the fuck is wrong with you?
Your dad?
My dad, I just say, wherever you want to go, yes.
Where did are your parents both alive?
Yes.
Do they work?
No, not anymore.
Did you retire them?
Oh, yeah. My dad used to do upholstery on cars, so if you had like a rip in your car seat, you took it to my dad.
And what does it mean to retire them? You just gave them a bunch of dough and said, go enjoy your life?
No, he's got a credit card. He just goes wherever he wants.
Wow.
Yeah, whatever he wants to do. He's 86. He's still a party machine. Like, he's in Miami right now, and if you call him and it's 8 o'clock, he's drinking wine and loving life. But, he told me the best line ever. He said, today's the youngest you're ever going to be. Live like it.
Did he ever? Is he divorced from your mom?
No.
They're together.
Sometimes, yeah. My mom likes to stay in Pittsburgh and go golf.
Kidding.
And my dad likes to travel.
So they dislike each other and
What?
They get along. They just do their own thing,
they
right?
live their separate lives.
Yeah, they do their own thing.
They're not going to get divorced.
Right.
They stay
exactly.
together.
Yeah.
Right. They're staying together for the sake of you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, the children.
Just for the sake of the checkbook. Yeah.
Isn't that weird? Do you ever say, why don't you two get a divorce and go just hang out?
Nah, it's not worth it. It's not worth it.
You don't get involved.
No, he's 86 years old. Whatever he wants to do.
Do you ever say to your dad, hey, you spent a little too much money on the credit card?
Never.
Never.
Do you think he's buying women with his credit card?
I hope so.
Is he respectful of the credit card, though? I mean,
you
don't see like a yacht.
He's a depression baby, right? So he's like, he freaks out. My mom the same way.
If your parents do get a divorce, which one will you go with? Which one will you
I'd probably live with my dad because he's buying those hot women, right?
You're a great advertisement for having children. I mean, you've retired both your parents and they both have credit cards, right?
They put up with me all those years. They earned it.
Good for you, man.
Yeah.
That's a nice thing to do for your parents.
Of course.
You got brothers and sisters?
2 younger, and they both work for me.
They do?
Yeah.
Oh, man. And what do they make, $1 million a year?
No. They actually have to work for their money.
No kidding. What do they do for you?
My one brother manages my foundation,
nice.
And my youngest brother is in sales for Magnolia Pictures and Access TV.
What does it mean to manage your foundation? What is that?
He does one foundation. It's called the Fallen Patriot Fund, and so I put up money when soldiers or service people who were injured or have problems coming back from any of the wars that we're in. Sometimes there's certain care they don't get, so I just put up the money for it.
And what does he do? He makes sure that the money goes to the right place?
He goes through the applications and makes sure we pay off their bills or do whatever they need. Yeah.
Is that a big job? I mean,
yeah, it is, because we don't go out and raise money for it. I just pay for it all myself. And
what does that cost you a year?
I don't even know.
That's a beautiful thing you're doing.
Yeah, it's just the right thing to do.
People go fuck themselves if they criticize you.
Well,
you know what I mean?
But I don't go out and promote it or anything.
You a letter
yeah, I don't go out and promote it. Yeah.
No, okay, I understand. You're quiet about it.
Yeah.
All right. Mark Cuban, thank you.
Thank you,
for doing that for soldiers. That's beautiful. We'll be back right after these words. The great Mark Cuban will be back right after this.
Tim. A bit of a fail today, Tim.
No, not a fail. Not a fail. That's just a bigger challenge. Watch this work.
You attempted to make lemonade, so to speak, out of a very
Chicken
sour
shit
situation.
out of chicken salad, or chicken salad out of chicken shit.
Have you officially let this incident go now that Mark has not endorsed your idea?
It's a bigger challenge now. Now it's a bigger challenge. Now watch this work.
Does this stem from the, all the flack you took for your unfortunate incident a few months ago? Are you trying to retool your image? Is this what this is about?
No, this is about taking advantage of an unfortunate situation.
Strictly capitalism.
Exactly. Okay.
I quit.
Not green lit, but
it's a yellow light.
Exactly.
It's a yellow light. They didn't turn it down, and a multi-billionaire loved this idea.
Let me get a look at your shittens.
This is shittens.
Let me see.
See? And I basically sewed together 2 baby wipes in the form of a mitten. And it's super clean, it's biodegradable, and it's, I think, the perfect product for women who have children, or if you have butt problems, this is the perfect product.
And even on an unseasonably cold day, you can throw them on.
Exactly.
And they're warm.
If you're in the woods, you got to take a shit when you're camping, pop on a shitten, wipe, throw it away, and your hands are clean.
What if you don't want to touch the subway rail handle?
Exactly.
For a germaphobe?
If you have to touch a whack pack member,
right,
you wear your shittens.
And clean their hands at the same time?
The one thing I have to work on is the name. That's it. I have to think of something else besides shittens, but there's something there.
And some logistics, like, distribution and manufacturing.
Exactly. Look, you can get, let's just say, if some celebrities can get clothing lines made in these third world countries, I can certainly get this made.
Shittens.
Shittens.
I like it.
Next time you see me, I'll be a wealthy man.
Will you remember us?
No. I'll remember you every time I wipe my ass.
Mark, a couple of, shall we say, interesting ideas or prototypes going on today.
Yeah, it was definitely Shark Tank and the Stern Show. Shittens, I mean, I think everybody needs one. I can tell when it's a hero or a zero, like Lori on the show says, and that was a hero. I mean, all across the world, no one will wipe their ass with a bare hand ever again. No one will ever wipe the baby's ass with a bare hand ever again. No more fecal matter anywhere. It'll be huge.
Thank you.
Huge. Now, the dude who brought me the idea, he was worthless.
Worthless. Just think, if you go hunting, that's the perfect thing for hunters. Wipe your ass, you have to use a leaf anymore, nothing. Wipe your ass and you're good.
Leaf-free pooping.
Exactly.
Who knew? No, it actually wasn't a bad idea. You should just see if there's anything out there like it.
There is stuff like it, but for computer wipes, nothing for the skin.
Well, yeah, seriously. I mean,
it's just one little change.
And here people, it'll be tough to get them to change habits, but I mean, just like for dads who don't know how to, change diapers, the dad protector or something like that.
Exactly.
It's not a. I mean, I don't know what the competition is, but it's not a horrible
They said
idea.
the same thing about Post-it. Who thought about putting glue on the back of a piece of paper, on the back of a notepad? And I'm just reinventing the wheel.
Why not, right? Why not check it out?
Artie,
And then apply to be on Shark Tank. Seriously. You should.
I will. I'll do it.
Hey, it's Mr. Skin. I'm here to do my 14th annual Anatomy Awards. I can't believe it's been 14 years, but I got to tell you, the list this year is fantastic, and I'm really excited to talk to Howard.
Wow, 14 years.
Yeah, I mean, the fact that I've been doing this for 14 years is one thing. The fact that it's so much fun is another, and I'm really lucky to be able to do this. But really looking forward to seeing Howard today.
Well, we look forward to it, Mr. Skin. I like to say personally, I feel like a kid again, like I was an 18-year-old first discovering your website.
Well, cool. Well, you're going to discover some really cool nudity today, because I don't think you know a lot about these scenes, so it should be a lot of fun.
Very skinformative. I tried to think of a new word before you came in today.
Skintastic, skinformative.
𝗦𝗵cie𝘄𝗿𝗱.
I've never used that one, and probably never will.
That's a bit of a reach.
Yeah.
All right. Good luck in there today.
All right. Thanks a lot.
Howard, I've never seen a guy run a website better, and I'll tell you why in a second. He sends out an email. I get an email from him every other day. He does, it'll be like Mr. Skin's best cheerleader scenes. Mr. Skin's best, like he just groups them in, and sometimes I go, that looks interesting, and I click on it, but and then when you go to the site, it's really well put together. Like when you go there, it's easy to navigate. I told Don when we put our site together that they should look at it as a model for the way you can move from A to B to C.
Yeah.
It's really well run, and I love it. Great job.
Mr. Skin's here. He's going to give us a nice little update. You know the Skinatomy Awards are coming up. And this is the 14th annual Anatomy Awards. And Mr. Skin's a great guy. He says business is up 25% when other companies are down. I wonder if Mr. Skin will ever go public.
Is it like a depression kind of business? The worse things get, the better his business is?
Mr. Skin, in a world where pornography is actually hurting because so much of it is free on the internet, how is it that you're thriving, really? What's going on?
I think it's a combination of things. It's how we package it, too, You could find nudity of actresses on the internet, but we have fun with it. We have playlists. We have compilation stuff.
When you say business is up 25% at MrSkin.com, you mean that it's a subscription business. Your annual report came out. And
do they have an annual report?
At our shareholder meeting.
Will you ever go public?
Pubic? Well, we will always stay private, and that's the way it's going to be. I mean, we can't go public, obviously.
Why? Why can't you?
It's just
too silly?
It's too much work, to be honest. This is so much fun. I don't want to get into trying to
But you're not
public.
afraid of work. In fact, Gary has said to me privately that he thinks MrSkin.com is the best run website he's ever seen. He says he gets regular email blasts about, like I don't know what he was saying. Something new came out.
Yeah.
Denzel Washington's in a movie and the chick's naked, and you immediately get them an email blast, and this is for all your customers. They get updated. I got to get on this website. And he says,
how are you behind?
I don't know. And then he says, I don't know why I can't get my website. Would you be available to run my website? Because seriously, he says, then you go on and it's so easy to find everything.
Right.
And that you immediately, take a drink of water. You're all dry mouthed. I don't know what the fuck your problem is. It's probably from being a pervert.
And
nervous.
The light is on.
It's probably from coming out of your basement.
I'm not used to the light.
How old are you now?
I just turned 50.
I mean,
what?
Jesus Christ.
And you're still a perv.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a guy who literally started a business. How many years ago?
It wasn't a business.
I launched it on August 10th of 1999.
He launched the business in 1999, and he was basically taking clips from movies and saying, here's the good parts.
Yeah.
Well,
you were saying, what Gary was saying, we really I have an amazing team that works for me. I mean, I have guys whose full-time job is just to go through movies and look for nude scenes, or go through TV shows and look for nude scenes. Plus the technology people, the customer service. They love the job, and it shows obviously with
how
the
many
website.
people
What kind of customer service?
Yeah, how many people are in your customer service department?
We have 3.
Wow.
Yeah.
No
and what
kidding.
do they do? What do people
we get 9 million visitors a month to the website.
Good Lord.
Yeah, and that hits, Howard. People, 1, 2,
Yeah.
It's a lot of people, and you need to be able, if someone has a problem, an issue, they can't figure out, they forgot their password, you have to right away be able to.
And you don't outsource that to India? Like, hello, this is MrSkin.com. What can I do for you?
I have my sister's one of the customer service people.
Is she hot?
Yeah.
Would we ever see her nude?
I don't think so. Yeah, she's
what
got
is it,
little
Gary?
kids.
There's not a subject or category that he can't narrowcast. Like, I'll get an email the other day. It was just best scenes with teachers, right? So it's like teacher-student scenes. So, and then there's like 30 of them in a row.
Right.
But then they start to, I can't remember what you've done recently, but they just get, best cheerleaders, best black cheerleaders. It's just like he just keeps, and then, so if I see something, I just click it and I open it.
Howard, I was, for some reason, I needed to find nude scenes with monks. I searched our database for the word monk and pulled up every nude scene in the history of film with a monk in the scene. So we could do it. That's how good.
How many did you find?
Like 13.
And why did you need to find that?
I can't remember. We were doing some little project in the office, and I pulled up every monk nude scene.
I wonder what that project was. But okay, let me just first tell my audience, before you get to the Anatomy Awards, which is a big deal. By the way, this year, the Anatomy Awards, I see, have a sponsor, Fleshlight.
This is huge. I mean, a big sponsor. This Fleshlight, they're the #1 male sex toy in the world. You know those things where they make the molds of the porn stars' vaginas, and there's a case, and the guys, put it in.
Right.
And they are doing, they did a huge sponsorship for this Anatomy Awards. I've never had a big sponsor, so very proud to have.
It's your Pepsi moment.
Yeah. Good for you.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Yeah.
That's you look at the big smile on your face, like you accomplished something.
Well,
big.
I mean, I always
it's a fucking piece of rubber guys stick their dicks in.
Yeah, you should be very sad for those human beings.
They're doing an Alexis, Texas mold that's going to be branded a Mr. Skin on the casing, so I'm very proud of that.
Is Mr. Skin a Fleshlight user?
No, I have never used it, but I've learned a lot about it in the last couple of weeks since
By the
they
way,
came
you
on.
realize it's the shape of a flashlight, but there's a rubber vagina.
Right.
Yes, I do. You know, they've sold...
Why do they put it on a flashlight? I mean, do you understand that?
So you can't be embarrassed when you just see it sitting out?
Well, I'll tell you what.
There's no way not to be embarrassed.
They've sold almost 5 million of these things. I had no idea. It's
why?
crazy.
But in other words, when I understand a guy wants a fake rubber vagina to put his penis in. I've tried it myself. Not the fleshlight, but I've tried a fake vagina. I don't find it pleasurable. But why the invention of a flashlight with a vagina on it? I mean, the two don't seem to go. Like, why not a broom or a
well, I
telephone?
think you could carry it around. It's easy to.
But why? Does the flashlight actually work? Can you turn it on as a flashlight?
Yeah, can you fix your car and look for things with it too?
I mean, like, why that combination?
I don't know. All I know is these guys have sold 5 million, so they know what they're doing. That's really all I could tell you.
You know, I'm picturing like a terrible disaster, and I accidentally grab my flashlight.
Yeah, there's a blackout.
And my kids see it. I mean, it's unbelievable. So let me get this right. A couple of quick things before you get to the Anatomy Awards, because I have limited time with you, and it's important stuff. A couple of announcements you make on your website. January Jones, who I think is beautiful.
Yes.
Will be getting naked in a movie called Sweet Water.
Yes. It's my Skin Scouts were at the Sundance Film Festival and saw this movie, and guys have been asking me about January Jones forever.
And she's never been nude before.
She had a brief down blouse scene, nothing good, but this is a full-on shot, and she looks fantastic.
Wow.
Betty Draper from Mad Men.
She's in the scene as well?
No.
That's who January Jones is.
January Jones is Betty Draper from Mad Men.
I don't watch Mad Men. I see. So she is going to be in a nude scene, and you send guys out to these film festivals so that they're prepared to see what's coming up down the line.
Yeah, and now this movie hasn't even hit theaters, and we already know she's going to be naked. We also found Dakota Fanning naked in a movie.
Whoa! I mean, how old is she?
Yeah, she's 19.
Oh my God!
It's called Very Good Girls, and she's running down the beach showing butt. So.
Just butt.
Well,
tell people the rumor about Dakota Fanning's butt scene.
Well, the rumor is it's CGI. Now, I haven't seen it because it hasn't even come out in theaters.
So are you claiming it's not even her ass?
There's rumors that they CGI'd it. So.
Now, how is that impacting your business? Because at one time you had to go around making sure it was the actress in question who was in the nude scene by looking at the cuts.
Well, if you find out that it's not that person, will you?
Then we call it non-nude.
You do?
Yeah, it's like a body double.
In other words, Julia Roberts in Pretty Woman, you would not put on your website because we're really not looking at Julia Roberts.
Well, actually, except at the 1 hour and 35-minute mark, through the bed railing, you could see breasts for a brief second. But that was her, yes.
Wow. How do you know that?
It's what I do for a living, Howard.
It's provable that that's her breast?
Yeah, that definitely was her. Because you saw the face with the body in the scene. They didn't have CGI back then.
And I guess it's a big deal because we think of Dakota Fanning as a young lady, and now all of a sudden...
That was a big one. I'd get over the last, 15 years, when are the Olsen twins going to get naked? Or when is Dakota Fanning going to do a nude scene?
So it's a happy day. We're finally at that day where Dakota Fanning
When Dakota Fanning starts getting naked,
all hell's breaking loose, right?
Have you taken, what about dead people? Have you taken Mindy McCready off Mr. Skin out of respect for her suicide?
Was she ever on
No,
Mr.
she
Skin?
wasn't on. She's not in movies and TV
she's
naked.
not?
No.
Are there people like
Marilyn Monroe's on? I mean, you have dead.
Well, Marilyn Monroe. I mean,
And Mr. Skin is the perfect person to ask then. What is the time period by which you should not be having or masturbating to a person once they've died? What is the standard
because
there?
I have the Mindy McCready video, and I'm still jerking off to it.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I can't say. That's a tough one.
You know what's amazing about it? This Mindy McCready's a country star, and I guess there was she had made a private sex tape, and it ended up on the web. And then the company announced they were taking it down for a few days because, out of respect. If you really want to have respect, it was
you would never have released it.
Why would you? Why all of a sudden get a conscience because she died? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
No, like Brittany Murphy. Did she ever do any nudity?
No, but she. She died. She's still, she's done some sexy things that we have at the website, but...
Is it all right to masturbate to her, or is it
It's
wrong?
been a while now.
Yeah, I think she's been dead long enough, right?
Fair enough. Okay. Thank you for saying it's okay to go back to the masturbation. Letterman tells us when it's okay to go back to laughing again, and you tell us when it's okay to go back to masturbation. You also say that the #1 TV show in the world for great nudity is what? And I think Robin is a fan of this show.
Magic City is great. That's a fantastic one.
I don't watch that one yet.
No, I thought Banshee is the one.
Well, yes. That's a new one. And Banshee's a show on Cinemax. Cinemax is now doing original programming.
Yes.
Howard, in the pilot episode, this girl named 𝗦𝗵cie𝘄𝗿𝗍 was in bed with a guy. The guy literally had his face in vagina in the very first episode.
Wow.
And it was just one of the most amazing nude scenes I've ever seen on television.
Vagina?
What an auspicious
No, because his head's
opening.
in the way. But it was
his head is in the way.
You can't fake it. It wasn't he was in there.
Right.
Yeah. It was an amazing scene.
So is that scene up on Mr. Skin?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Banshee is a show we should be watching for
Yes,
nudity.
it's a new show on Cinemax on Friday night.
It's also a good show.
Well, who cares?
Yeah, it's got Amish people.
All right, let's get to some of the Anatomy Awards. This is what people wait for. We are talking to Mr. Skin, the Anatomy Awards, very exciting. And you can check out Mr. Skin's 14th Annual Anatomy Awards at MrSkin.com. That's where you not only see the Anatomy Awards, but you can see the actual clips that he's talking about. All right, let's go through the list real quick. Nudecomer of the Year.
Yeah, now this girl is Ashley Hinshaw in a movie called 𝗦𝗵cie𝘄𝗿.
Right.
And she's Howard, you'd love this girl. She's a former Abercrombie & Fitch model.
There she is.
Yeah, and a nudecomer, our definition is someone that wasn't famous but does a great nude scene and becomes famous because of it. And Ashley Hinshaw is the winner this year. And like I
those
said,
are real breasts.
Oh,
Surprised.
yeah.
I don't know her.
Yeah, I don't know her either. Aren't her areolas too big to be nudecomer of the year?
No, I think they're
That's
perfect.
never a problem?
Yeah, she's beautiful.
It seems like a problem to me.
Yeah, she plays a girl from a broken home who has to move to San Francisco to enter the porn industry. So it's a great movie.
Wow.
Let's go to celebrity nude debut.
Now, the difference here is this is someone who was famous that had never been naked and got naked for the first time in 2012. And the winner this year is 𝗦𝗵cie𝗄, who you might know from the TV series My Name is Earl. She plays Catalina. She's on an FX show called The League. She did that movie Flight with Denzel Washington.
Now, let's talk about this. Flight. Gary says this is one of the hottest nude scenes he's ever seen. Denzel Washington.
Yeah, that love scene.
In the opening scene, when he's on the phone and she's just walking around completely naked, and it is really an amazing scene. A great nude debut, because guys have been waiting for 𝗦𝗵cie𝗄 to do a nude scene.
All right,
and she was really naked.
Now, you say most mufftastic Merkin, Gina Gershon.
You know, Merkins are getting really big on TV, because you got all these old shows like Boardwalk Empire and Spartacus and Game of Thrones, where these girls have to do full frontal nudity, but no actress has full muff anymore, right?
Right.
So the guy who's got selling Merkins is making a killing.
So in other words, these are girls with fake pubic hair.
Yes.
And you give it to Gina Gershon and Killer
Howard,
Joe.
this movie's so disturbing, Howard. There's a scene in this movie where Gina Gershon has like a bloody nose.
Right.
And Matthew McConaughey she's on her knees. He has a chicken leg sticking out of his zipper, and she's giving oral to the chicken leg.
I've seen the movie. It was a good movie.
Yeah, it
oh
was a
my
good movie.
God,
I saw it too.
That was so disturbing I couldn't even put it in the anatomy.
It disturbed
Awards.
Mr. Skin.
And Gina looking good. I mean, she's no spring chicken anymore, right? How old is she now?
She's up there close, probably like 47, 48.
Wow, looking terrific.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go to a couple of best full frontal. I was surprised to see who won this one this year.
Who got the nod?
There was a movie that came out in theaters in June called Take This Waltz.
Right.
And your friends Sarah Silverman and Michelle Williams are standing completely nude in the shower. And Howard, it's rare for an actor. Usually you start with maybe a nip slip or a little brief breast exposure. Full frontage in the shower.
Yeah, Sarah's really naked, and so is Michelle Williams. My goodness. Okay, let's see. Now, I happen to agree with you. Best over 40 nude scene. You gave this
good.
to...
You saw this?
I sure did. It's a movie called The Sessions.
Yeah.
And
yes.
And you gave it to Helen Hunt. I thought she was terrific in the movie.
Yeah.
I can't believe she's not winning some sort of awards.
It seems she's overlooked.
She's nominated for an Oscar.
Yeah, but she never wins at the Golden Globes or anything like this. She's so fucking naked in this, and I was shocked how good she looked.
Howard, she's 49. Look at how good she looks. Yeah.
Now go to this category: best chick with a dick. What is that?
Oh my God, yes. 𝗦𝗫cie𝗄 is on a TV series called Hit and Miss in the UK. Now, she's the girl that did Brown Bunny with the blowjob with Vincent Gallo.
Right.
She plays a tranny assassin.
Yeah.
And she's crazy. Like, she does the weirdest nude scenes. And in that's her real breast.
So she's a real girl playing a guy with a dick.
You got it.
Very good.
Well, what are the trannies going to do now that women are taking their role?
And finally, the Lifetime Skin Achievement Award. Now, what does that mean, Lifetime Skin Achievement?
Every year we honor an actress who, probably won't be naked anymore. And this year there was a girl that I, watching cable TV in the 70s and 80s, always was a big fan of, and that's Sylvia Kristel. Well, she died in 2012. She was only 60 years old.
The story of us.
Remember Emmanuel and Private Lessons, a private school.
She's hot.
Yeah, she is.
It wasn't the story of O. It was Emmanuel. Okay.
Yeah, so we did gave her a Lifetime Skin Achievement Award this year, Howard. She's probably very proud.
Do you have an actual award ceremony, or is it just like, or just a bunch of you guys perving out in the basement?
Mostly us guys perving out in the basement.
Yeah, people would be throwing the awards at them.
Rick, you're on with Mr. Skin quickly. He's very busy.
Thanks, King. Mr. Skin, I hear there's a rumor Mila Kunis is going to be nude in an upcoming movie. And would you consider Emma Watson to be probably the one most anticipated person to get nude
The
now?
Harry Potter girl?
I think she grew up really
You know
hot.
who's the #1 girl that guys want to see naked, and I could prove it because I know how many page views she gets at our website? Jennifer Love Hewitt.
Really?
Yes.
Why?
She has big breasts.
Go ahead.
She's never done a nude scene. She had a nip slip in a movie called The Tuxedo at the 1 hour, 1 minute, and 40-second mark, but that's it. And I think it's because she's always on those made-for-TV movies. Guys have been tracking her.
Isn't she too much of a goody two-shoes to do a nude scene?
Well, she's on that show, The Client List, where she just gives massages followed by hand jobs. But it's on that what channel is that on? It's
Lifetime.
Lifetime,
And she doesn't get
can't
naked?
Well, she's like in bra and panties every week. I know, but that's what she's a tease. She just hasn't.
So
been
she's not
naked.
really committed as an actress, because any girl who would give a tug to a guy in a massage room is going to have her top off. And if she was really going to be an actress, she'd have that fucking top off, right?
Exactly. But I could tell. I know guys want to see her do a nude scene. He was
He's
saying
also
about
been
Mila Kunis.
He's also been X-rayed, too, so you can see those nipples. They're out there on the Internet.
What do you mean?
X-ray. You know how they'll take a black, say you wear a black shirt, you
Yeah.
can go into Photoshop, X-ray it, and boom, you're pretty much
Really?
you're seeing it naked.
And you're calling me a perv, Howard?
This guy, I think this guy, I think this guy's auditioning for a job right now. By the way, it's rumored that Mila Kunis is going to be in 50 Shades of Grey. She'd have to be naked in that if she's going to get the job.
I'm hoping that happens, but we don't know yet, so we'll see.
I smell subscriptions going up if she's nude, right?
And what
She's
about-
another one guys ask me all the time. I mean, in that movie Friends with Benefits, it was a body double, and she has such a great body, you'd think she'd show it, but we'll see.
So
What about Kristen Stewart? Because I heard that her nude scenes were leaking.
Well, she's in the movie called On the Road, based on the Jack Kerouac book, and
Right.
she's in the back seat of a car, and you could see breasts, and it was her nude debut, which is exciting because guys, she's one of the biggest stars in the world.
Right.
And it was exciting that she did her nudity this year. So, yeah, she's been naked. So another one bites the dust, Howard.
It's really hard to look at you sometimes. All right, listen. Congratulations, Mr. Skin.
Thanks, Howard.
Mr. Skin and the Anatomy Awards, of course. You can check the 14th Annual Anatomy Awards at MrSkin.com. This is a very accomplished man. Gary says he has the best run website on the internet.
And that means a lot to me. I appreciate that.
Your fans are many, Mr. Skin, and thank you for providing this service. A lot of guys love it. And congratulations on your biggest year ever.
Yeah, thanks, Howard. Thanks for having me again.
And the fact that he had a sponsor.
Oh, the
I know.
Fleshlight. Yeah, way to go.
Fleshlight came through. That's really cool.
Next year, Coke and Pepsi. All right, we'll be back right after these words. Thank you, Mr. Skin.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Mr. Skin.
Yes.
Always very skinformative.
Yeah, 14 years. I really, truly can't believe I've been doing this for 14 years. It's amazing.
This organization came from humble beginnings.
Yeah. Well, when I started, it was just me and a tech guy. That was it. And that was in August of 1999. And now we have 35 skin employees and, get 9 million visitors a month. And the fact that this is what I get to do for a living is really the amazing thing.
Two perverts with a dream.
Well, hey. You know what? There's a lot worse things you could be doing for a living.
Absolutely. When Howard calls you a pervert or says, "Wow, man, you're way out there," you seem to wear that as a badge of honor.
You know what? As long as people that are listening are having fun, I could take it. And Howard has been so cool to me. In fact, quite frankly, the reason my website's so big, I owe to this show and all the great publicity I've gotten on this show. So. Call me whatever you need to call me. It's totally cool.
So this is 14 years you've been doing the Anatomy Awards for?
Yeah, like I said, when I started this, I remember thinking to myself, well, I'll keep my job, but then I'll do this part-time, maybe make a little extra money. But more than the money and the success is the fact that, I wake up in the morning and, I have a a meeting at 10:30 because we're talking about lesbian scenes. You know, that's what I do for a living, and you got to put that in perspective. Like, there is no, this is like a job where you could be on vacation and can't wait to get back from your vacation to do the real fun stuff, you know, and not a lot of people have that.
The American dream by way of Skin.
The American wet dream.
First of all, let's play the Eric the Actor either or game. I think everyone will have fun with that.
All right.
And I think you'll have fun with it. And let's face it, we're after our own fun. All right, here he is, Eric the Actor, as he is known. And you have to do either or, Robin. Here we asked Eric the Actor, for example.
Would you rather walk or be a millionaire?
Now, I would think Eric would rather walk.
I would hope.
Right?
Yeah.
Here's his answer.
Walk. Of course.
Yeah. Let's see if this gets harder.
Diana DeGarmo or Kelly Clarkson?
Kelly Clarkson.
Kelly Clarkson.
Kelly Clarkson.
Of course. Speaking of Kelly Clarkson, what I wanted to say is Clive Davis wrote a book. The guy's a billionaire record executive. And in the book, he's critical of Kelly Clarkson, and he kind of says that, I don't remember, do you remember the exact?
It was a record thing. He was trying, you know, she had won American Idol. They were looking for a record for her to do. He offered her some songs, and he says that she disliked his selection so much, including
the first song that she sang on
what was
America,
it?
the big
Since
song
You've
they
Been
wrote.
Gone. Since You've Been Gone, yeah. That she almost cried or something, or cried or laughed or something. She just thought it was ridiculous, and then of course he made her record it, and it became a huge hit.
The thing I got from it is Clive Davis wrote this book, and he's trying to use this girl and say, hey, look at what a genius I am. She didn't want Since You've Been Gone. And meanwhile, she issued a statement saying, hey, Clive Davis is a bully. That he is claiming this. She goes, well, I see it a whole different way. I wanted to add more guitars into Since You've Been Gone. He didn't, and they did add more guitars, and it worked.
Yeah, it seems like everybody got what they wanted.
Yeah. So she says, I don't recall crying and then him forcing me to do Since You've Been Gone. She goes, I love that song, and I was very much for it. Now, whether Clive Davis's memory is correct or Kelly Clarkson's memory is correct, I got to side with Kelly Clarkson. As a guy who works in a business where I'm talent, I'm not in management, I always find it sickening when management guys like to set the record straight about how fucking creative and what geniuses they are. First of all, Clive Davis has got billions of dollars. He's at the end of his life. He's 85 years old or 80-something years old. And he really doesn't need a book out there to make money. Kelly Clarkson's still a young girl in her career trying to make it as an artist.
And she's got to go out on tour, and she wants people to think she enjoys singing these songs.
And like this guy's trying to diminish what she does. Doesn't he have enough in life? Can't he sort of tell his story without fucking degrading her and putting her down? I've just got to believe. And I don't know Kelly Clarkson at all, and you know, I like some of her songs. I think she's got an amazing voice, and the girl has worked hard to get to where she is. I don't understand Clive Davis's motivation in knocking this chick down.
They had some kind of problems with each other. You know, I know that one of her albums, she decided she wasn't going to, you know, take his advice and go with him, and then it didn't do as well as the other albums where he had input, and I think he's still pissed at her for wanting to be an artist and making some of her own decisions.
He should shut the fuck up. It's not becoming. It's 80 years old.
Some of the things he's taking credit for, he really should just hide.
Yeah.
You know, making Barry Manilow sing those awful songs. I wouldn't brag about that.
Well, they made a lot of money. That's in his book.
That's all he cares about. I care about music.
Well, you'll never make any money.
That's
so
probably true.
Yeah.
But my point is, good Lord, I wouldn't tell anybody I was responsible for Barry Manilow's
But that's just
success.
the point. Clive Davis is brilliant at picking, you know, I'm sure he's had as many failures as he's had hits, but he is brilliant at saying, like, hey, maybe Barry Manilow would be good.
Barry Manilow even objected to some of these songs, and he goes, no, sing them.
But, you know, and that's his genius. He doesn't need to build himself up by taking Kelly Clarkson apart. And, you know, the other thing about it is that this guy's... Listen, in my own career, I've worked for people, powerful people. They ain't the ones sitting and writing the jokes. They ain't the ones laying up at night, sitting there and making the show popular. Trust me.
Some of them actually, well, I don't know.
And some of them actually fucked me and slowed me down. In fact, I'd say almost all of them fucked me and slowed me down.
They were like speed bumps.
Yeah. I can point to each one of them, tell you their failures, but not all of them. I should be fair.
Right.
But the best ones were the ones that stayed out of my way and understood what I did. If one of them came out with a book and said, "Oh, I did this and I did that," I'd say, "Fuck you." I mean, I'm the guy who sat there and said, "Screw it. I'll set up my own clock. I don't need a program director. I'm going to sit here and talk. I'm not going to play any music." I mean, I did it all. If any of them came out with a book about some bullshit that they did, knocking me.
Well, the idea that Pig Virus sells himself as the guy who can handle personality talent because he worked with you is crazy.
He handled me really well. But anyway, I found it a little bit obnoxious. And by the way, in the book, too, Clive Davis talks about that he's bisexual.
Yes.
Which, again, I have no gaydar. I had no idea this guy was.
That wasn't even an issue for me. I was like, who cares? Even after he said it, I was like, who cares?
By the way, who wants to hear about an 80-year-old guy with his balls hanging down to his feet?
Right.
You know, he can teabag his lover without sitting down. Those balls are like right on the...
I was like, I actually don't want to know.
This is a Howard TV original production.
You view your life as wonderful, don't you?
Yeah, it is a wonderful life.
What is this?
It's spit. Leave him in, you motherfucker!
Life can often be measured by its many twists and turns. But for Jeff the Drunk 𝗑𝗿𝗄, his journey can be defined by just one: a swerving, booze-filled car ride that occurred nearly 3 decades ago. In the years that followed, 𝗑𝗿𝗄 has stumbled and slurred his way through some very hazy days, often centered around phone calls to the Howard Stern Show, made from the cozy confines of his prefabricated home in upstate New York. But when the fleeting conversations with Howard and Robin end, what keeps Jeff Anthony 𝗑𝗿𝗄's life on hold? Is his sedentary existence the result of alcoholism, indifference, or quite possibly, as he believes, divine intervention? After making the 160-mile trek from New York City, we found Jeff doing what he does best, waiting for his Stern Show number to be called, waiting in what he calls the last trailer on the right.
Just 25 miles outside of Albany, Bern, New York is merely a 6-pack away from the state capital. but with its meandering roads and sprawling late autumn landscape freshly painted with the first coat of winter, it was easy to forget about the big city and become lost in the serene beauty of Jeff the Drunk's hometown. Yet as I neared the little box on the hillside where Jeff resides, I knew the placid countryside was simply the calm before the storm. The long and winding road through the tumbleweeds has led us here to the last trailer on the right, the place that Jeff the Drunk, 𝗛će𝗿𝗿, calls home. It's the place that we've heard about for so many years, and yet we've never seen. Really, it appears from the outside, at least, to be remarkably well taken care of. So let's see what the inside looks like. Jeff, how you doing?
How you doing?
What's happening?
Welcome to
I'll
my
shake this hand.
lovely abode.
So this smells like smoke in here.
No, well,
Have you been smoking?
I have.
Cigarettes or weed?
Both.
Cigarettes and weed?
Yeah.
This morning already?
Yeah.
All right. With my senses already overloaded by smoke, I tried my best to get my bearings and have a look around the dwelling he's called home for 7 years, soon learning about Jeff's athletic past. Did you play basketball as a kid?
I did. My mother made that.
Your mom made this for you?
Yes.
So this is you?
Yeah.
Wow.
And those are the colors of BKW, my old alma mater.
So you played ball in high school?
Yeah.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Were you a forward or what?
Yeah.
Were you good?
I was all right.
You got any tape up? Man, it's dusty over here too.
Yeah. Yep. The white glove test. Fuck.
Despite nearly a decade of dust covering his living room, the rest of 𝗻𝗿𝗄's common areas were surprisingly domesticated. A semi-organized kitchen featuring a dwindling beer supply soon gave way to a semi-stocked fridge, which also featured water bottles filled from a nearby well. But it was the debauchery-filled dining area that truly caught my watery, smoke-affected eyes. What's this, cigarette tobacco? You roll cigarettes?
Yeah.
All right, well, you'll show us a little later. You roll joints, too?
Yeah.
So you roll your joints and your cigarettes right here?
Yeah.
I wanted to know more about Jeff's table of vices, but first, I needed to explore the room where the always amorous 𝗻𝗿𝗄 makes magic happen. Has a woman ever been in this bed with you?
Yes.
When?
I would say about a year ago.
What was the story? How did you meet her? How did you end up back here?
Just some bitch. A fucking dumb bitch.
Well, where did you meet her?
I met her. It's complicated.
But a year ago, she was in your bed. What happened that night?
Oh, I ate her out.
Drinking? Were you drinking first?
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm laughing. It's funny to describe it just like that.
Yeah, well, you know.
So, what does she look like?
She's a liquor.
A what?
She's a liquor.
Oh.
But she's a bitch. I have the word cum face written on my phone. I'll show you. That's her. In case she calls, it shows up cum face. And so I know not to pick up the phone. End of conversation.
Clearly feeling forlorn after his love affair with Cuntface went askew, I decided to refocus my attention on what Jeff does have, a trailer full of inconsistency.
Smooth move, excellent.
At times, his home seems somewhat organized. His bedroom closet is full of neatly hung T-shirts. His bathroom shelves stocked with clean, well-folded hand towels. Yet at others, 𝗛𝗄𝗿's living space shows like some sort of hungover homage to his lifestyle, with walls full of holes and fire code. Box-shaped abode. From the outside, some of Jeff's property appears well kept, while the rest is lined with objects that belong in a defunct, rusted-over museum of trailer park trinkets. Back inside, Jeff led me to a spare bedroom full of more memories, which helped conjure up his deep feelings of appreciation for Howard.
I'm very grateful to Howard. I know I don't show it all the time, but I really am grateful.
He's changed your life probably more than...
Look at that. Look at that hot piece of ass right there.
Show me.
Right here.
It says, to Jeff the Drunk.
Jennifer Nicole Lee. I got pictures from Miami sending me pictures of themselves half nude.
You view your life as wonderful, don't you?
Yeah, it is a wonderful life. I got a lot of good friends that help me out.
They mean a lot to you.
They do.
And the radio audience means a lot to you.
Yeah, it does. They do. Immensely.
In the midst of so much dust and clutter, I was shocked to learn that Jeff the Drunk actually cares about his cardiovascular fitness. So is this an exercise bike?
Yeah, my buddy Bruce picked it up for me at the dump.
Do you use it?
Once in a while.
Hop on, let's see how you exercise. Show me.
Well,
do you really use it or no?
I do, but I usually use it like in wearing shorts and stuff.
Oh, okay. 𝗛𝗄𝗿's exercise bike is a perfect metaphor for his life, as he oftentimes expends all of his daily energy without really getting anywhere. But as my tour labored on, I soon found out there's a lot more to Jeff than just smoke and dirty mirrors.
I thought of this poem like within one day, and I wrote it down and engraved it in this piece of wood, and I gave
She would say to you right now if she were here?
she'd be happy for me. You know, that I'm doing this on my own. I don't get no help. Except, like from SSI, but...
With a rhyme scheme reminiscent of classic Ronald Mundesque prose, I was touched to learn about the softer side of Jeff, and I was eager to sit down at the kitchen table to try and get to the core of his smoke-filled existence.
Take your jacket off and sit your ass down.
All right, let's chat. So, you sit here every day and roll cigarettes?
I do.
Yet just as I was about to receive a demonstration in cigarette rolling technique, I was met with a regurgitated example of smoking's many ill effects.
What is this?
It's spit.
It's a container full of spit?
Yeah, I keep it next to my chair. I keep one here, too.
But why?
Because I don't want to get up just to spit.
But you don't chew or anything.
No, but I smoke and I cough and I spit. I have loogies that come up deep in this shit.
That is so disgusting. Can you move that, please?
Sure.
How do you... Thanks. When do you dump this?
Whenever it gets full.
I mean, how old is the spit in there?
Probably like less than a week.
Oh, less than a week?
Yeah, I do. I empty it out every weekly.
Hoping to put an unexpected phlegm sighting behind me, we return to Jeff's nicotine expo.
Jeff, do you mind if I move this spit cut a little?
Move it.
It's very disgusting.
You can empty it if you like.
No, that's all right. So, talk me through this process. What are you doing right now?
I'm packing the tobacco in, and that seems to be nice consistency. And I put I call it a nipple. Put the hole on the nipple. Oh, well, that's a full cigarette. You gotta get an empty one. Voila.
That's it.
There's a cigarette.
𝗑𝗿 informed me that he keeps on this pace in 3-pack increments, making sure he's always in ample supply. And this left me wondering, how does a jobless man afford such a costly habit?
How do you afford this?
With my SSI.
So SSI is enough to pay for your cigarettes, your alcohol, and your food?
I really don't drink a lot. Maybe about, if I'm lucky, I get a 20-pack.
How often?
For the month. Oh, every month.
A 20-pack for the month?
Yeah.
So you really don't drink like you used to?
I really can't afford it.
Is that the biggest thing, that you can't afford it? So it's not for your health.
Right.
It's that you can't afford it.
Exactly. If I could, I would drink every fucking day I could. So, it really, in the long run, this is the best because all I was working for when I was working was to keep gas in my car, to keep insurance, and that's gonna be sky high now.
I couldn't help but think that this table is a microcosm of 𝗑𝗿's life. His vices, his supplies, his satellite radio, all at his brown fingertips. Nearby, I spotted a picture of his parents, leaving me curious as to how Jeff's love affair with booze all began.
When did you start drinking?
I would think, I'm trying to remember, my father had Black Label beer, I remember, in my old house. And me and my brother used to go in the fridge downstairs and get a few bottles of it and have a good time, you know.
How old were you then?
Probably about 12, 13 maybe.
The name Jeff the Drunk, was that a moniker that you were happy with?
Yeah, I was okay with that. Still am. Big deal. So I'm drunk. What are you gonna fucking do about it?
I really want to find out more about the accident that changed your life, and I guess your friend is gonna meet us to explain exactly what happened.
Yes.
So why don't we go hook up with him?
Okie doke.
While I could have spent all day mulling around the trailer, I needed to backtrack to the turning point in Jeff's story, the top of the hill, where a liquored-up 19-year-old 𝗑𝗿 first played passenger and eventually victim en route to a local party, We caught up with Jeff's friend Mike, who rode in the back seat during the horrific crash, to get his version of a tale that went on to become Stern Show legend.
So then we wing out of here. We're going down.
This huge hill?
Yeah, this hill. We're going down probably.
How fast?
We hit the bottom. Cops said we were doing about 125 miles an hour.
What was Jeff like before the accident? What was he like in high school?
Active. Basketball, softball, baseball, played tennis. Outgoing.
So this is where it all developed, but why don't we go and see the actual site of the crash?
All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. As we traveled down the steep tree-lined path to the site of Jeff's near demise, I couldn't help but note the symbolism in what ensued after 𝗑𝗿 spent a somewhat innocent afternoon drinking beer and playing horseshoes. What once began as a life full of promise soon went rapidly downhill into a ditch-like existence. So, Mike, you come down the hill, and then what do you remember?
Up, get to the bottom of the hill, and then the guy that was driving hits the gas, and then you just hear the motor like, vroom, vroom. So then we're going.
Accelerate.
Yeah, I don't know how fast, we were going fast. And then Jeff wanted to see how fast we were going.
Inquisitive.
And then my buddy there went to turn the dome light on, and when he looked back up, he was riding the side of the ditch here, cranking the wheel. The car just wouldn't come back on the road. And then we ended up.
You went off right here?
Yep.
Right here, actually.
Right here, this ditch?
Yep.
It was at this point, Mike alleges, that the stunned, shell-shocked driver attempted to floor them out of the ditch, inadvertently striking a roadside concrete culvert, which, as local police officials estimated, sent the car flying 50 to 75 feet in the air, and a young Jeff Anthony 𝗑𝗿 crashing through the windshield. And what do you remember?
I remember waking up in the hospital about a month and a half later.
So you don't remember going down here?
Squat, no.
And then what did you do, Mike?
All I remember is walking down the road here and a car coming up to me and saying, wait right here, we'll be back with an ambulance.
Soon after, emergency medical personnel arrived to find Jeff, as Mike recalls, knocking on heaven's door. Tell me exactly what they told you.
That he passed away 3 times as we were bringing him down to Albany Med. And they brought him back.
Why do you think you survived?
I'm a tough motherfucker, I guess.
Does it make you angry?
Not really.
Does it make you sad?
Yeah, you know, a little. What's the word I'm looking for? Melancholy. I brought that up out of fucking nowhere.
What's the saddest part for you?
Just what might have been, but, you know, there's no way in turning back, you know?
No idea that that would be the last car trip as Jeff 𝗑𝗿.
No. Didn't realize it.
And back then, you're young and
think
nothing's gonna, nothing's gonna bother you.
Yeah.
Till this.
Yeah, you think you're invulnerable. Invulnerable. You know what I mean?
As I attempted to digest Jeff's somewhat blasé attitude toward this climactic moment in his then young life, I implored him to turn toward the scene of the crash, hoping that he would finally decide to confront his past head on. Who do you blame?
The driver.
Do you take any responsibility for what happened that night?
Oh, yeah, I was there. You know, just as much my fault as it was his, I guess.
The fallout from this real-life story of teenage tragedy left the typically talkative 𝗻◄ unable to speak. And as Jeff was forced to learn new ways of communicating, one of his infamous signature moves was born. What was that like, watching Jeff have to learn how to...
Hard. After talking to him for all these years, then you go visit him, and you gotta give him this chart, and he's gotta, look at the letters, what he's trying to spell, and he couldn't talk. Like every time he wanted something to drink, all he could have was an ice cube.
That's where the came from, Howard.
For most, the events that transpired on that fateful evening would be a wake-up call. But for Jeff the drunk, it merely lit the wick for a lifetime spent mixing alcohol and motor vehicles, resulting in multiple DUIs, accidents, and the eventual loss of his driver's license. Yet to this day, as I was about to learn, 𝗻◄ remains largely indifferent to his reckless past. If you had your license right now,
yeah,
would you drive drunk again?
I would. And I'm not saying that because, to be yucking it up for the camera or nothing, but if there's a party, and if I know about it, and I don't have a ride, which I never fucking do, I'm driving to that party. That's the way it is.
Despite permanently paralyzing his right arm in the accident, Jeff the drunk got a second chance at life that he steadfastly refuses to embrace. If I was going to crack his beer-coated shell, I knew that I had to get to 𝗻◄'s heart. So we traveled to the cemetery where his parents are buried, which ironically is just around the bend from the accident that finally sealed the fate of his driving privileges. Upon arrival, Jeff spoke about caring for his mom after her stroke. What did you do for your mom?
Everything. Cooked her dinner. I brought her to therapy. Whenever, I would pick her up a sandwich at the corner deli. And, whenever she wanted one,
How often do you come to the cemetery?
Not too often, I must tell you. Well, I don't drive, but besides that, I can't find my way over here much.
With his beloved father also buried next to his mom, visits to their plot appear all too painful for Jeff. And as he labored uphill, I wanted to know what saying goodbye to the most important woman in his life was truly like. You remember the day she died?
Yeah.
What happened?
She died of lung cancer. In Albany, Med.
Did you get to say goodbye?
Yeah. Oh boy. Yeah. I was talking to her. Because they say when you can still hear people talking to you, even though you're not responding or nothing. And I said that her old boyfriend called the house. And her eyes opened, and I just started crying. I said, that's it. I was like, Ma. And I just started crying, and then I left, and that was that.
When you look at her here, what do you think about?
I'm gonna be right there someday. I got my plot right there.
Speaking matter-of-factly about his own mortality, it was obvious that 𝗻∠𝗿𝗱's apathy was simply a facade, yet another weapon he deploys to dull the pain. Still, I wondered if beneath all of this indifference, is he even aware of how fragile life truly is? You've been so close, in many ways, to...
Yeah.
Do you think you'll be more at peace when you're there than you are now?
Probably. You know?
As the conversation inevitably turned back toward his mother, Jeff told me about the joy she got out of her son's affiliation with the Howard Stern show. Why do you think she liked it so much?
Just, she thought it was neat that I was on Howard. And like, whenever I get mad at Howard, I say, oh, fuck you, Howard, and hang up. She say, you be good to Howard.
Did she feel like Howard made you important?
Yeah, I would say.
Made you relevant?
Right.
Gave you an identity?
Yeah.
That maybe you otherwise wouldn't have had?
Right. Very much so.
Amid the somber undertones of the graveyard, I learned that 𝗻∠𝗿𝗱 grips tightly to his Jeff the Drunk nickname because of what it represents: salvation by way of the Stern show. From this, I wanted to know if he feels that his radio role is somehow part of God's grand plan.
I believe that people with good intentions wrote a book called the Bible to keep everybody in fucking line. That's how it is.
You don't think God had a role in the fact that you survived?
No, boy. That's a touchy question. I guess. I don't know. How can I do that, though? How can I rightly say that?
Do you want your gravestone to say, Jeff the Drunk 𝗻∠𝗿𝗱?
Yeah, but I don't think they'll do it.
They'll do whatever you want.
Yeah, I don't think they'll do that.
But that's how you'd like to be remembered.
Yeah, sure, why not?
After so much time spent waxing existential, the mood needed to be lightened, so we weaved our way through the woods, eventually stumbling upon Jeff's favorite hangout, the Shell Inn. From the parking lot, where a classic 𝗻∠𝗿𝗱 tumble once split his nose wide open, to its neighboring back roads, where he claims to have had many a one-night stand in his car, this roadside bar is certainly central to Jeff's pleasure center. Inside, we caught up with his longtime pal, Ed. What do you think of this guy?
He's all right. He really is. Especially when he's sober.
Thank you, Ed.
How do you know he's sober?
Oh, you'll know when he's not.
Happy hour, like many of Jeff's days, usually starts off simple, with a beer and some one-arm pool. But soon, 𝗻∠𝗿𝗱's magical recipe, 3 beers and a doobie by his estimation, eventually kicks in, and his Jeff the Drunk persona is soon to follow.
You gotta throw that in, bitch.
And as I sat down with a female friend from high school, I learned that Jeff had drinking buddies long before he ever entered a bar.
He just used to share drinks on the school bus.
So he used to drink on the school bus? And pass around what, beer or mixed drinks?
Hey now! Told secrets about me, Dad.
Forget it,
great.
man.
No, this is great.
Yeah.
Was he a ladies' man?
He tried to be.
He did, so he would try to pick up a lot of chicks. What would his line be?
I honestly don't remember. Something like, hey baby, come on, want to go with me, or something like that. You know.
But you were smart. You didn't.
I just smiled and said, you know, I might say, as a friend, I love you, but no thank you. You know.
With dusk as his backdrop, Jeff continued to lather his brain in Bud Heavies, and I decided that after a long day together, we should both blow off some steam with a little help from the Shell Inn's favorite stress reliever. You wanna watch this?
Oh, nice. 587.
Come on.
Sandbagging
587, Jeff. Come on.
You're a sandbagging bitch.
587.
I ain't gonna beat that.
Yeah, you are.
What's my old one?
Act like this is the girl who calls your caller ID.
The cum face? The cum face!
All right.
270.
All right.
What a cum face.
I was really starting to enjoy the vibe at this friendly roadside watering hole, and as Jeff stepped outside for a smoke, his buddy Ed told me a legendary tale from Jeff's past that occurred right where the arcade boxing game now stands. Ed, quickly before he comes back.
This is only what I've heard, so I don't know if it's true.
I think I've heard this too.
Yeah, there used to be a phone booth right over there. And Jeff, he likes to dial date or whatever, and I guess he's been in the phone booth.
You're telling me that the word around here is that Jeff used to masturbate in the phone booth right out in the lobby.
What's masturbating? He was jerking off.
At this point, I couldn't wait for 𝗑𝗿𝗄's impending return, salivating at the chance to confront the guy who once gave a whole new meaning to the old phone company slogan, reach out and touch someone.
Leave him in, you motherfucker!
That must be you.
That's me, not you. I don't know why he's pointing at you. I'm Lieberman, but
I'm the motherfucker.
Ed, Jeff.
And dig,
Jeff.
and dig, and dig.
Do you recall a phone booth here?
I recall a phone booth right there on the left.
And what would you go into that phone booth and do?
I am not speaking to you anymore. I refuse.
How many times did you, Ed's words, jerk off in the phone booth in this bar?
Once.
Once? You're trying to tell me that you only jerked off once, but how many phone calls did you make from there?
Once.
No, but how many phone calls did you make from in there?
Twice.
I'm supposed to believe that you made 2 calls from there.
3.
Nice. He's going in the right direction.
3 times 1,000?
4. Okay?
How would you...
It.
You weren't thinking of the other patrons in this bar, were you?
Well, they all knew
Just-
they stayed away from the phone booth.
Yeah, they all knew what was up.
So...
My God. Okay, I gotta get my beer.
There you have it. While riding shotgun through the aftermath of a life forever changed by a single car accident, one thing became painfully evident. Jeff Anthony 𝗑𝗿𝗄 is not searching for a former clarity. Instead of wearing Jeff the Drunk as a crown of thorns, 𝗑𝗿𝗄 embraces the nickname, proudly donning it outwardly like some sort of boozy badge of honor. Whether it was destiny or random chance that sent Jeff flying through a windshield, eventually leaving him permanently affixed to a chair at his kitchen table, I truly believe that 𝗻∠𝗿's ultimate fate still rests solely in his fully functional left hand. Yet, if he so chooses to sit idly by, wondering what might have been while engulfed by clouds of smoke, he'll always have his Jeff the Drunk moniker to stumble and fall back on, until one day, when he takes it with him to the grave. I'm John Lieberman.
This is the best of the wrap-up show. A recap and behind-the-scenes look with John High and Gary 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏. The best of the wrap-up show begins now.
Hey, it's Gary 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏, Baba Booey. On Monday's wrap-up show, we talked about the newly weird game. We had all the contestants in. We had Sal and Ronnie and Benji. And we had a long discussion with Benji about whether he's ever going to get married. I say never. Here's how it went.
We had the newly weird game today where Ronnie defeated Benji and Sal, and we learned, I don't know what we learned about those couples.
I learned, I mean, you know, the best thing I learned is that Stephanie says no to anything sexually, which I sort of guessed at, but now I know.
She says no?
I mean, she says yes.
Okay, I was
there's
like, whoa.
There's nothing she will say no to.
That's correct. Ronnie and Stephanie know each other really well. You can tell they've got a good relationship. They're listening to one another, and I was happy for them. Ronnie's going to come down later and you know, take the accolades, but good job.
I also thought the money was sort of going to, I mean, a good place. She's a young girl who needs a car. And I sort of liked when I heard she said she was putting a down payment on the car. I thought that sounded cool.
She was not splitting that money.
And why should she? You're ahead by a point. Why would you agree to split the money?
I agree. Wise move not to hedge your bet. We'll talk about.
But that was also part of the Elisa and Benji sort of babbling. You know, it just like, you know, like stream instead of. I felt they were unaware we were doing a radio show. It was a sort of stream of consciousness. They're just sort of all over the place.
That happens sometimes when guests. I'm not going to put it just on Elisa. It happens to other people where they come in and they just talk and they don't realize that you kind of have to wait your turn until you say something. But yeah, they were almost oblivious to the fact that there was a radio show going on.
Well, they were the same way. They were on Fox and Friends yesterday, and they were the same way. They were like hugging and kissing each other while the whole bit's going on, and while they're not being focused on, you know, they're looking to be the focus, I think.
They always want the attention.
Yes.
Do you think they're as into each other as they portray on the radio?
You know what? I don't know what to think and don't really need to waste any more of my energy thinking about it.
I don't know either. Anything involving Benji is just, I don't know.
I mean, Benji's phone going off, Gary, I mean, that's inexcusable during the game. You know better than that.
It's inexcusable the first time. It's I don't even know what to call it the second and third and the fourth time.
Well, I thought he was getting answers via his
A few people had that
I
theory.
started to ask him about it after the show, and I said, "Bet you're going to ask you something." I go, "Nah, I don't want to." And he goes, "I know what you want to ask me. I don't want to answer." And I go, "I don't really care." And he goes, "But I know what you want to know." I go, "I don't really care. I don't want to talk," because I realized they didn't win, so I don't give a shit. I don't want to hear what he has to say about it.
Well, I asked Benji and Sal to come down, so hopefully we'll see them before our show ends. But it was a tough game. But the other thing was Howard was just off. And I don't know if it was Ronnie who threw him, if Benji and Elisa threw him off. But, you know, yeah, it makes for a great bit because he's joking. He wants to end the game. But clearly everyone seemed to be getting a little bit annoyed in there, Gary.
Howard was off, and then you're dealing with three people who don't comprehend the questions. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know what he was off, and he was clearly wrong in that first one, but then every question, it